Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
everybody.
to the stream. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday afternoon.
Can't see who's all in
Hey,
here.
Lucky. Hey, Two. Hey, Willie. Hey, Brandon.
Oh, I gotta shut mine off.
Everybody having a good Sunday afternoon, I hope. The weather's been pretty nice here today. It's into the upper 60s. Hello, Susan. How are you doing? Hey, Brandon. Where's my beard? I trimmed it off, what, Thursday? Or
Yes.
Friday? I don't remember.
Thursday, it's already growing back. He could shave it in the morning, and by nighttime, he's got about this much already coming back. So.
Making tracks. Long time no see. How you doing, brother?
Hey.
Hello, Peanut Butter.
Hey, peanut butter.
Yeah, it looks like it may turn into rain here, Brandon, but so far the clouds are just there and it's kind of holding out. So,
Yeah,
we're going to try to stay with that. Hopefully it won't rain because I'm going to be doing a project tomorrow. It's going to be cool. We're going to be tearing into the Super Duty to upgrade the sound system. So that's going to be kind of neat. I got new speakers to put in it, and then I was going to replace the head unit. I decided against it. I just ordered a microphone so that I could use the Bluetooth on the stereo itself, and we're just going to go with that for now. The other option is to put a touchscreen in there, and to do that, I would have to cut the dash apart, and I don't want to cut the dash up. So,
but the reason we're doing this is because if we go on trips, I rather take the Super Duty than the other truck because it's more comfortable, I think.
She likes the bigger truck.
Yeah.
And, to be honest with you, between the Super Duty and the F-150, they get about the same mileage. The only difference is the maintenance on the Super Duty is a little bit more, but having more leg room and the ability to take more people with us is a little bit nicer too. So
right.
I'm just going to spend a little bit of money, upgrade a few things on the Super Duty, and it should be pretty much ready to go on the road. So
right.
I like the F-150 better. It's more comfortable for me, but Kathy would rather drive out on the road in the Super Duty. So, yeah. Hey, Dave. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Ed.
I haven't seen Making Tracks in a long time. I hope things are well in Australia. I know they have all those fires and stuff down there.
Yeah. How's that going? I can't read. That's too far away from me.
He said he's getting ready to go on a ride, so he must be getting the dirt bikes out, which would be awesome because I haven't seen a Making Tracks ride video in a while. So
right.
That ought to be good.
I'll have to watch it. I just got done watching Lucky's, and I love that one.
And Lucky's always got something going on.
And then I went over to Cheryl's cooking channel, or her channel. You guys need to check Cheryl out. She's got some great videos over there, and I checked out the one on the apple thing, and I'm going to make those for the kids when they're down. So I'll get back with you on how they like that.
Absolutely.
But they look yummy.
And Lucky, if you can, you might drop Cheryl's channel link in the chat there. And,
yeah, do that.
Everybody can hook up with her. I know you guys do a lot of stuff together, and it's pretty awesome. Right. Hey, Mick. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Mick.
Hope you're having a wonderful, I guess it'd be kind of like almost 11 o'clock at night over there.
No, it's not. They're only 6 hours ahead of us.
8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe?
So it's 2:30.
Hello, Bubbles. How you doing?
It's about 8:30 there, 8:48, I think.
They said 10:30.
Oh.
I think that's right. Yeah, 10:30. And 20:30 would be 10:30. No, 8:30.
That's what I said.
I got to go back to my math. I'm out of practice. Been out of school too long. So we've gotten some new things in this week. It's kind of neat. It doesn't necessarily coincide with the small engine nation stuff, but I bought a microscope camera so that we could do some detail up close camera work. That's pretty neat. I got it on Amazon with a $10 discount. I think we spent about $27 on that.
I think so. Plus, I needed one to do my soaps with because that phone, it don't tip to do my videos. And I'm afraid my phone's going to fall into my soap. And that would be awful.
Hey, Cheryl. How you doing?
Hey, Cheryl. We gave you a big shout out. If you want to go ahead and post your...
Yeah, Lucky's on Cheryl's channel, so...
Oh, the link to your thing in chat. Or Lucky can do it. Somebody needs to do it. You guys need to hook up with Cheryl. She's got a lot of great stuff going on over there. Check her out.
Let's see if I can make this work.
What do you do?
Kind of give you guys an idea what this camera's like.
Oh, God. Ah!
Let's see if I can get this set up.
What is that?
This is your new silver collection.
Oh.
Let's see here.
So it's a microscope. You could use it as too. Or a magnifying glass, I should say. Same thing, pretty much.
Oh, it's a camera.
Focus.
It's usually a little better when I have it on a tripod for stability. Here. Okay. Back.
He's still getting
Here.
used to this, so just
Yep.
bear with us, guys.
So let you zoom in on really fine details. So it's kind of neat. It's something that we have a kind of a community in the coin world as well that we've been interacting with quite a bit lately. So I've got a lot of antique coins and stuff that have been I've had for a long time. It's been in a family collection, and I really wanted to kind of go through and do some documentation on that stuff. So one of my fellow coin members has a Amazon link, and he had a $10 discount on the scope on his Amazon link channel. So it was kind of nice to be able to get something, and I was really undecided on what we wanted to try to get as far as scope. So
They're writing comments, but I can't read it, honey. Too far away.
Lucky said that's pretty nice. And Cheryl saying, thanks, Mick. And reap what you sow says hello. Yeah, Mick, you could use that to check pistons and stuff with.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
And that's kind of really what Kathy was thinking about with her soap projects and stuff, and she could be able to get some detail that we really can't get with the other cameras.
Well, I was afraid my phone, because you got to tip it. And I was afraid if I tipped it against something, it'd land up in my soap. And then I'd be out of a phone. Then I'd have to dig it out of my soap. And so that's another reason we got this camera too. So, but I haven't used it yet. Craig's
Yeah,
gonna
and if you
try to
notice,
use it.
we've got the ring that comes with it mounted to the base to our tripod. And because of the way our tripod's built, you can invert the mount so it's underneath the tripod and bring the camera clear down as far as you want to take it and then raise it back up. So it makes it pretty neat. And she'll be able to use that in the kitchen when she's working on her soaps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little something that we've decided to add to our collection of stuff to be able to promote both our channels
Right.
as we're doing stuff. And when we get into doing some projects at the barn and other things, it'll be handy to be able to get the fine details that you really can't get with the action camera.
Right.
So
Plus, I can't wait to be able to go live out at the farm because usually we got to do videos and then come home and upload them. This way we can do projects out there too now since Craig got that thing with our phones.
yeah, the mobile hotspot, and then we have the mobile hotspot in our new cell phone. So we have about 50 gigs of broadband data a month to use. So
Right.
we're out on the road or we're at the farm or wherever, we can be connected to our YouTube family, which would be fun.
Right. Plus,
So
yeah. Yep. Yep. Can't see chats when you're going back and forth like that.
oh, it's hard. I'm gonna probably do this.
What's that?
And if anybody wants to join us, we put a link in the Hangout group. So if anybody wants to come up and chit chat with us for a little bit, you're more than
Alrighty.
welcome to.
Yeah, you guys come on up. The more the merrier.
I know Mick and Lucky are into their evening mode, so I don't know if they're available or not, but you guys are welcome to come up and join us and chit chat if you'd like. And Kathy's got a couple more things that she's kind of excited about she wanted to show. So
I just got some stuff in the mail today that I ordered because I was trying to figure out when they order bath bombs, how I was going to wrap them. So I ordered these. My Lord. And I wanted to order ones that had different colors. And they're like, you know how the Hershey Kisses come wrapped in the tin foil, you know? So I was going to wrap the
bath bombs.
bath bombs with that. Well, I think I need to get bigger squares because those will only wrap the small bath bombs. So I had to package up some stuff for my cousin because he ordered stuff for me, and I ordered bags for soaps and stuff. So I got this to put my little hand soaps in and then flip it over. The bag's bigger. I folded it in half when I taped it.
It's got kind of a doily on the backside, and she can ride on the doily area. So,
And these are the bath bombs. This
hey Tampa, how you doing?
kind of did it so they were color coordinated. So that would be strawberry milkshake. And then this is blueberry pancake. Oops,
Not anymore. It was.
it still is.
So,
And then I wrapped them in this box. You can shoot it over there. You can do it better than I can. So I think I need to get back on and see if I can find a bigger size than those for the mediums. Or maybe those.
that's kind of the way that she packages up her soap stuff to go out. And she's trying to kind of really up the level of that a little bit and make it so that when people get their soap packages, that they're not only do they enjoy the soap, but they enjoy the packaging as well.
Yeah.
So,
And I try to throw in a little something extra like the hand soap. You didn't order that, but it's just a little.
yeah, there's a a thank you card, and she's got some custom stamps that she could stamp stuff with, and it's just all kind of neat. Never a dull moment around here for some reason. I don't know why that is.
I still have to work on that kerosene heater for my son and his wife because they're going to be down soon. I need to start doing that. I got to get the guts out of it and wash it down and get the rust off of it. And then, I don't know, do I have to spray that with something before I paint it?
I wouldn't repaint it, but that's just a personal preference. Hey, Lucky, how you doing, brother?
Repaint it black.
How's everybody doing today?
Hey,
Good. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Doing good. I came up with an idea. I don't know if anybody wants to take up on the responsibility, but as far as the Small Engine Nation family, I know it's been growing like almost every day, which is cool. And as far as larger channels that just recently got to that 1K and we did get modernized, like the people that started a Small Engine Nation, and like one of myself said, we've grown so fast. So
it's been a ride, and we've enjoyed it,
and we still are.
Definitely, we're growing every day. So exactly. I came up with an idea at the beginning when we all first started getting this group going. We came up with this little video to introduce Small Engine Nation to the world, which was that little video blog.
Yeah, the intro.
Right. I was thinking at end of everybody's videos, as far as like mine and the larger people that grew their channels, to help the smaller channels, instead of tagging one individual, is there a way that we could gather everybody's YouTube channel? And like at the end of a movie, they have the little scrolls that scrolls like everybody's name into the movies.
Yeah, like a credit list.
Yeah, exactly, like a credit list. And then at all those videos, you have a credit list of all the Small Engine Nation YouTube channels.
Yeah, and it's something that we've been talking about, and we really haven't put together a focus on it. Is we did the Small Engine Nation, I Am Small Engine Nation video, and we've been thinking about trying to redo it, but we just haven't. It's so complicated to get everybody to get a video clip in. That was one of the issues that we had early on, was trying to get the video clip put together and all the different video formats and trying to get it so we could edit a nice video to include everybody. I think that we need to probably look at redoing that whole scenario.
And Dave Johnson was doing that, and he should be back soon because he's one of the top members of Small Engine Nation besides Stacy.
Yeah, and Brendan's going to be right back, but Ed's eating dinner, so he'll be in. But, that's one of the things that Stacy and I have been talking about back and forth. Is when do we sit down and try to address going back through and redoing the Small Engine Nation video, and who is going to take on the responsibility of doing the editing to cut it together and make it good?
It is very, very difficult.
Craig and I can't do it all. It's too much with grandma and everything. It's just.
Well, the bigger channels have a lot to do. And I know that Lucky's always doing video editing, Mick's doing it.
Right.
Nate, and there's a lot of people that spend a lot of time editing.
Right.
Well,
and they've gotten really good at it, but that takes time out of people's schedule.
This is the reason why I came up with that idea, because Small Engine Nation, I've been with the family since I first heard of you guys. I'd like to actually give back to the Small Engine Nation community, and the way I could actually do it is I'll take up the challenge of making that credit list. You guys could discuss it, and if you guys allow me to take that challenge, I would just retrieve everybody's YouTube name, and not the links, just the name, and it will be like a credit list, like the end of the movie thing. And I could email the credit list to all the Small Engine Nations. Then whenever they edit their videos, at the end, they could put that credit list.
Yeah, and to be honest, when we did the Small Engine Nation, I Am Small Engine Nation video, the intent for that was to be used as the intro video to people's channels.
Right.
So that when people go visit channels and they saw the intro video, there's a setting in YouTube where you can put first time channel visitors can watch one intro video, and then people who are returning or subscribed members can watch a different intro video.
Mm-hmm.
And what we were trying to hopefully do with that was to raise awareness of the community to people that weren't familiar with it.
Right. And my idea was to put into, I don't know. We're going to take a vote on all this, but yeah, any suggestions are great. But mine was to do a list of everybody that wanted to be on board, but they'd have to be on board 100% to be in that list. And the list would consist of every day we would bring up 2 people in that list, and everybody that's on board with it would run their
kind of like a shout out
playlist, their whole playlist. That would up their watch time and view times. You see what I'm saying?
Hate to tell you, I do that all the time. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. I put in the comments, I've run your playlist. You know, I do that all the time.
Yeah, but you can do it more than once, is what I'm saying. But if
he does it all the time. But
I do it all the time.
But there's
The other
a lot
issue
of people
is-
that don't do it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I understand.
The other issue is, Kathy,
Yeah.
is that as you can appreciate, my channel has been going just over a year, and it has just shot off.
I know.
There's only one main reason for that, and that's just pure content. It's just banging out the videos. Now,
Right.
it's all right supporting each other. I get that.
Mhm.
And I run playlists on loops. I've got a laptop down here. It does it all the time in my shed. I do all that stuff anyway.
Right.
But unless the channel that you're supporting is actually pumping out regular timetable content,
Right.
the channel is never going to naturally grow at the speed in which they want it to.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's
I
one of
agree.
the things that I think
But
that we
see,
need to try to foster is the education side of it.
Right, for the younger ones
For the
starting
smaller
out.
channels that
Yeah, I don't think you can grow on just live streams alone.
on how to improve.
How to do it and improve themselves so they grow, so then
Yeah.
they can give back to the smaller channels.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of small channels in our community that have not grown.
Yeah.
And they've been on here before me, you know, and they're still down like at maybe 200, if not
So-
less.
So
I
do we have to ask a question? I'm a relatively new channel to the Small Engine Nation. I joined last year.
Right.
So why has my channel accelerated?
Because I
In
think you
compar-
have more experience.
Trust me, it's got nothing to do with experience. Am I not sending messages? How do you do this? I've got this issue. So I asked.
It's not about
Right. I think it's because you're so
Videos.
more outgoing and a lot of these guys aren't.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
they're scared. And when I first started doing it, believe me, I was scared. I was shy. I was afraid to get out of freaking cab. It's like, no, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, everybody's different and you got a great set of viewers. So everybody loves you.
Yeah, it makes
think-
me mad.
I think you're
I
right.
watch man.
I think you're right. The biggest issue you have is that some of the smaller channels who perhaps are not growing as fast as they would like, what are they like when it comes to criticism? Because
Right.
I could pick out 3 or 4 channels within our community. I think, you know what, really can't be bothered because 1, 2, 3, 4 points in their video.
Right.
It's not my position to say you need to have a decent intro. Your editing could be better, and these are all the things that help the channel to grow properly. And I'm working. You know, my last video is 28 minutes long. It took me 3.5 hours to edit it from start to finish.
Right. Well, you can
Well, not
suggest
only that,
it, you know, and if they need help, say, hey, if you need help, I'm willing to help.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
you have to do the work too.
Yeah,
Because
hell yeah.
You're not going to do all the work for them.
No.
You see what I'm saying? But we're here to help you out. If you need anything, get hold of someone. Or if I can't help you, I'll turn you over to somebody else that has.
Yeah,
Yeah,
technology's
you know?
hard and it changes every day. So,
Yeah.
even with Lucky, his Filmora, threw him
Yep.
for a loop.
Right.
We have resources in the community, but you have to use the tools that we put forth, like
Exactly.
the Hangout and the constant communication through Facebook and the different social platforms to get the knowledge that you're lacking, or even the support. The support element of it is great if you use the support tools.
Right.
You see,
And Lucky and Mick and Roy and Brandon have been doing a phenomenal job of using those tools, and it makes a big difference.
And I'm learning still as I go.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God.
I'm by no means the master at any of it, but
it goes back to what Mike was saying about running a credit list. Brilliant idea. I like that idea.
Thank you, Mick.
The problem is with it though, Mike, is that you will promote 30, 70, 90 channels within the small engine nation.
Okay.
When that person, the viewer, clicks on a link that you've suggested and goes through, and it's got someone out in the field, the wind is howling, it's raining, the camera is glitchy, you're actually promoting a channel to grow.
Right.
But the person who actually owns the channel, who runs that channel, is not actually doing the 5 fundamentals.
Right.
So the viewer is just going to go next.
Right. And a lot of them don't know the 5 to do because they have no clue. And then a lot of them don't even know how to get into Hangouts, which is creating a problem too, to help them with stuff one-on-one.
Well, when somebody, I'm not saying we're a union, quote on that, but what I'm saying is there's people that's originally started the small engine nations, then there's people that's been there as long as small engine nation started. So you have grandfathers, you have mom and dads, then you have the kids.
Yeah.
I think there should be certain levels. I don't know if I'm going too far, but certain levels where you would qualify. Okay, well, we'll just say like Kathy and Craig. All right, they're considered grandparents. Then you have Mick, Polar Bear Ed, Lucky, BS Small Engine. We will be considered as parents. So these smaller channels, if they want to be considered to go and grow larger, they have to go and get like, as far as like the approval from the parents or something to be able to say, okay, well your contact is doing really good. We're going to allow you to go on to the credit channel. Then that's going to help your channel up.
Right.
So it makes them say, okay, well, I really want to do this. I want my name up there. Let me produce, let me edit these videos a little bit better and try to get into that, little credit, channel.
I see what you're trying to say, like have stops.
Yeah.
My concern with having a hierarchy like that it gets too complicated.
Right. And
Not only that way. I see that as geography where unless you're good enough, you're not going to get up there.
Well,
and if you, it's no disrespect, Mike, but if you go back to my very first video, the very first one I did on July the 14th last year, I had the wind howling. I was outside, freezing my ass off. My talking within the camera was crap. There's no editing. And go now where I have running intros, fade in, fade out. I have music. I have this, I have that going on. If someone is trying to start out, they may take a whole year before they even get onto that credit list. If it were me, I'd go find another group to hang out with.
Right. I agree.
I'm sorry, that's how I feel.
Because you're belittling the little guys, and I don't want to do that.
To a degree.
For a family, and as a family, it has to be together.
Yeah.
Go back to the situation what Rick was just saying with the credit list. Somebody clicks on that link. that's part of the ball game. Then if
It
they
is.
choose not to
It
follow that particular person, they go next. That's not the small engine nation's problem. That's the person that's actually trying to watch.
It
Those
is.
channels probably would grow in the future, and they'll miss out on that. But
Yeah.
going back to the credit situation, I think that's a good idea. Because that's going to promote other people in small engine nations channels on that. It's just getting everybody to go ahead and do it. And like I said at the beginning, I'm willing to take up that challenge to give back to small engine nation by having everybody have my email and email me all their information. Well, not the information, but their YouTube channel. And then I could edit something out really nice, and then I could re-email it to everybody in the small engine nation. And then whenever they do a video edit, at the end of the video, they could put the credit slip up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I will pick the bones, okay, because I'm up front, I'm forward, okay, and I don't want to offend anybody. But the fella down here, my buddy Brandon, right? He produces some really good content. Really good content. Right? I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the content. But man, buy a microphone that doesn't get the wind in it, because half the time, within 5 seconds, people will shut off if there's wind interference. They're out of the game. They don't want to know.
Yeah, that's the hard part about Texas, because it's
I get it.
so
I get it.
here.
But for like $3.99, you can get a Chinese microphone, plug into whatever. It does away with it, and you watch your subscribers come in, because if they can't hear your voice and all they can hear is wind, they're out.
right.
Yeah.
It's
I have
simple.
an idea, and I don't want to walk on anybody's toes, but why don't some of us bigger channels pick a smaller channel and sponsor them with a little mentorship, and just say, hey, you know what? Let's take one channel a month and let's work with them one-on-one and work with their editing and their how-to, their resources.
I like that idea.
To find stuff. And as our bigger channels start to grow, maybe we should take and recycle some of the technology that we have sitting on the shelf and pass that down to people that don't have that opportunity, and say, look, I really like what you're doing, and we want to help you with the stuff that we have that we're not using. Let's send that to the next guy and give them the opportunity to have something that's a little better they may not be able to get right away, and help them with stuff.
If
I like
that. Great. I really do.
Yeah,
but, and I'm not against putting a trainer together, Mike. If you want to do that, I'm all for it.
Right. Just make sure they're
Be right back, guys.
though.
Yeah, hurry back, Brenda.
So basically what I would do is, like in this chat right now, I think everybody has a email from my Hangouts or something. If not, I'll put it up in the Hangouts, my email. Then they could email me not their personal link but just the name of their YouTube. And then I'll take all those names, I'll put it like on a credit slip. And I'll produce like a video of it, and then I could email that to just about everybody that sent me their YouTube. And it'll be up to them to be able to take that little video clip of the credits and put it on at the end of their produced video.
Right.
Why don't you do one and submit it to Craig so he can show Stacy?
Just put it in the Hangouts.
So
that's the
we can
easiest thing to do.
Get it all approved before we move on to putting it on.
Exactly. I mean, for me, I would do that, but I'd have the list and I'd have it. I would edit the credits how I want it that sits within my channel, because don't forget, every channel is different. Right. So some people don't even have intros. Some people don't. Some people do and don't have adverts. Some people have music. So you have to. If you're going to have this credit list, that may take very different forms as long as it fits within your channel. I think that's important, because don't forget, at the end of like my videos and his unmonetized, is at the end of your video you might have an intro or an exit that runs out. Then you'll have your four next videos that are coming up as a link to self-grow your own channel. So where do the credits fit? For me, I would possibly run a banner underneath my entire video of having 70 channels names scrolling underneath all the time.
Yeah, see, I don't know how to do that. I'm not that hip. But
It's basically a little video clip that you could just add at the end of your existing video. So you take that video clip that will be pasted on your desktop or in your download files, and you take that little video clip, and it will be automatically within, like, so we'll just say 2 minutes or less. And it's just like at the end of a movie when you watch the movie has credits. That's what it would be. A small little file, probably with 90 names on it, and they're not actually not links, it's just names. So
you'll have to do that.
The other issue is what you need to take into account, I think is quite important, is that bearing in mind your viewer has just watched 10 minutes to 45 minutes of video. So you've already had their attention span for 45 minutes maximum, right? Are they going to watch a further 2 minutes of credits at the end?
If they're good enough supporters on your channel, which I already have a lot of them, they will take that extra second and say, hey, listen, Lucky is saying, check these channels out. And if they actually take that time to check the channels out, that's awesome, because it's like going to gamble, you know, it's a 50.
I have another suggestion, you know, where you do your things and you can edit, like where it says more information. You hit the down button, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And plaster it all there too.
Yeah, could do. I mean,
that would be
information tag.
Information.
So and that's what I'm saying. It's important to make sure that if we're going to have a credits, no matter or some information, it's important that it fits in within the person whose channel it is, because different people run their stuff so differently. And it has to fit right. It's a bit like when I do my editing. I like the speed of my time lapse to fit the music that it's running to. You can't have you can't have opera against a really fast time lapse, because it just looks
come
stupid.
on now, Mick.
It's what it is. It's what it is. You could have a Charleston because it's nice and quick, but so it has to fit.
Right.
The only other thing I am not concerned about, but I'm aware of, how many members do we have, active or non-active, within the Small Engine Nation to date? Do we have a number?
We don't really have a number, and you know, this is one of the things that we really haven't had the ability to get a concrete group of people to have those discussions. We used to do that in Hangouts, and it's really been because everybody's so busy and moving in different directions. We really haven't had any Hangout meetings lately. That's one of the things that we really probably should go back and visit.
You see, this is one of the issues.
And a lot of people don't know how to get there. And
I understand that, okay. But we have members that are in the Hangouts, members that don't know how to get there, members that are either active or have since given up YouTube for a little while or doing whatever they're doing.
Right.
But I think last time I looked, I think it said there were about 70 members in the Hangout group. That was a little while ago.
778. See, they're not all in there.
Yeah, are all 78 members subscribed to each other's channel? Because that's the first fundamental thing.
Right.
If we're all subscribed to each other's channels and the bells rang, you're getting notifications, you're getting shout outs, regular comments, regular giveaways. That's what starts the ball to grow. You have to network to grow your channel. It's no good Mike pumping all his attention into a small channel. It's only got 30 subscribers. Right. He shows them how to do intros. He shows them how to do editing. He shows them what music to add, what lighting, what equipment to buy, all this sort of stuff. But yet he's only subscribed to 15 channels himself.
Right.
If he's not networking, if he's not out there pumping it, it ain't never going to grow.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think Craig's idea is great. If each one of the bigger channels, like the bigger channels, anyways, pick one of the smaller channels and work with them to help them grow the smaller channels. I think that will really help a lot too. Because a lot of these smaller channels are either shy, scared, or don't have the info to do it,
or the equipment,
or the
and some people are working strictly from a cell phone, which I think if you're going to have a proper YouTube channel, that technology is hard to combat if you're trying to do everything from a cell phone. Not impossible.
Yeah.
It's not entirely
Well,
impossible.
I know one of the big YouTubers I hang out with, she does a lot of his videos from his cell phone, and he has over 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes back to what I said. It's not impossible, but it is definitely something that takes some ability to be able to do that stuff with.
Willie has just said, and this sort of hits it on the head for me. Willie has just said, "Can you do some how-to videos?"
Go fishing.
The thing is all we have to do is punch into YouTube how to edit, how to add music, how to, and it is there. How do you think I edit the stuff I do? I spend 3 or 4 hours a week I look at the TV with my laptop in front of me, looking how to use Vegas Studio, whatever Platinum, how to add this stuff in, and it's all about sitting down and making your channel or your video the best that you can do. It's all about self-work, and it's no good someone telling you how to do it. The best thing to do is to do it yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, but some people don't know how to even start, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's what the bigger channels will help them if they have any questions. If one of the bigger channels would just pick one of the smaller channels and say, you need help, I'll help you out. And then let's help that channel out for that month until they're comfortable to just go. And if they need questions, they can come back to us.
Well, that's one of the things that we've strived in this community is to try to not to be negative or belittle people.
Yeah.
And, that's important. I don't know that all the newer members know that. So, and that's one of the things that I think that we probably should get back to is having a local conversation at some point back through the Hangouts or wherever, whether it's StreamYards or anything, to try to reconnect and get those ideas moving again. Because really, we've been kind of stagnant on that for the better part of 6 months or maybe even longer.
Right. And I don't edit my videos because I don't have the time. Everything Craig and I do with phone information and now, grandma, which, that's normal.
Yeah,
In our daily life,
takes,
there's not enough time in the day for us to do it all.
You're telling me.
I don't edit, and it's like, there it is, guys. You take it or leave it.
Nick runs on about 3 hours of sleep a day,
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I know he's busy because
I think fundamentally, if you look at the channels that are around us, and when you say big channels, we're all small fish, okay, all of us.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, when someone goes live, let's just let me just pick one out of the chat. Let's pick Go Karts Gone Fishing. Let's pick Nate. Okay. He has really good lives. Okay.
Yes.
He does burnouts. He does shout outs. He does people turn up off the street in a truck and they do a burnout and shoot off and this that, and the other. Okay. They do all of that. And everyone is there. Everyone's shouting the word burnout and send it and this, that, and the other. It's brilliant. And I see you smiling, Kathy. There's a reason why Nate's channel is a successful channel. He has content.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I cannot stress this enough. No matter how much help you throw at somebody, if you don't have the content to work with initially, you're not going to fail, but you're just going to get there a little bit slower than everybody else.
Right.
You see, it's like Ed. Ed has got some fantastic content, and I love watching Ed work. Okay, I really do. Hats off to the man. Brilliant content, man. He just does not release enough of it. I'm not being negative, Ed, but I have to wait every 4 months for a video from Ed.
And see, and that's maybe what Ed needs to hear. Hey, Ed, put it out there. Put it out there.
I know you're busy, Ed. I get that. Okay, but your content, if promoted well enough and if put out regularly enough, you'd smash it. You'd smash it within a month. I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
It has a mountain of knowledge, and I always enjoy being around it.
Yeah.
he's one of those guys that, you know, he does a lot of interaction in the community, but he hasn't really ever focused on his own abilities. He just has kind of been kind of like the rock in the middle of the community that reaches out and supports everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's awesome because the community knows who he is. But, you know, at the same time, that's not helping him get to a level that
He
is up at the top.
Right.
He's worthy of that level. He just doesn't have the content. And,
He
you know,
has the content. He doesn't have the amount of content and the availability. I mean, for me, I work
Right.
nights, so I can see you guys when I'm working nights. Great, I can bump into a live stream. I get my head down for 4 or 5 hours, and then I got all day. I can do 5 videos a day, and then take a week off.
Right. See,
Spend that week editing, getting it right, getting it how I want it. Thumbnails are all the thing. You got to have a good thumbnail. And I remember seeing one of Nate's videos. The thumbnail was a picture of his knees with a bra on it. You remember seeing that thumbnail?
Yeah,
Man, I was clicking fast when my PC would turn on. Okay.
What? Oh, where's the good part? Where's the good part?
You know what I mean? It's all about that sort of stuff. And
Right.
to do a good thumbnail, it's going to take you half hour.
Right.
And if Ed can't put out a video a week because of his commitments, is he going to have time to do the editing, to do the thumbnails, to do the write up, to do the tags, you know, and all of that sort of stuff that goes with it? It's a lot of work.
it is a lot of work.
Right.
So they were. I thought they were fake boobies too. That's why I clicked it. However, the hairy knees did give it away. But to start off, I've had a lot of help over here in the UK, especially from some big channels over here who I've become good friends with. And they say it's all about commitment and timetable. If you're going to say you're going to put one video out on a Friday, put that video out on a Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you put it out on a Saturday, you've missed a day.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You know,
I'm not worried about my channel growing. I'm more worried about the people in the community. I don't care if I reach my 1K. I'm not out to do that. I'm out there to help these other channels. And
Well-
Craig's already got his 1K, and he don't care either.
Yeah.
We're out to help you guys grow,
This is what
So-
we use as part of our family time
to get away from the drama.
Yeah.
to get away from our everyday lifestyle, which is chaotic and hectic as it
Right.
is.
So
You
we
know,
don't
we
care
manage
about
a couple farms, and then we take care of my elderly grandmother, and then we have our own personal business and several rental properties and stuff that we look after. So we stay pretty busy, but we just don't really have a strive to be at a level where we're making money on YouTube.
that's
That
not,
isn't our goal. That's not for us.
that's
Yeah, and it's not really for me. Although I do have an income, which is fantastic.
right.
The majority of what I make out of my YouTube just goes back into the channel. I gave away a £50 Amazon gift voucher just yesterday. That come from the profits that I made from last month. You know,
Right.
so you have to really look at your own channel first and decide what you want to do with your channel. What does your channel look like? How does it better from everybody else? And what makes you stand out from the crowd? Someone's just said, Sam's just said, I don't know how to do a thumbnail. Just go onto YouTube and put into YouTube how to make a thumbnail. There are thousands of videos that can tell you step by step, and you can pause it when you're halfway through, do the bit you need to do, then push play, do a bit more, then push pause. And that's how I did it.
The way that I do thumbnails is I'll take a picture and upload it as a thumbnail on a video. And the way you do that is when you go back into your creator studio, you go into your video list, and then you can actually edit all the information on the video that's uploaded. And you can change the thumbnail, you can change the title, you can add tags, you can do so many great things with the editing right inside the creator studio. And you really don't, it doesn't take a lot to do that.
But the smaller channels don't know how, is what I'm saying.
I get that. No, again, I think we're sort of going back and fro because for me, because you have to be a little bit self-taught.
Yeah.
Able to be a go-getter. I mean, let's look at it in realistic terms. if you have a carburetor that you've never worked on before, you've never seen one before, you get an engine come in, Craig, it's 1937 engine, okay? Carburetor comes in and it's a cut. You look at it and you think, what the hell is that? Okay. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go on your internet, and it'll say on it, it will say on it what it is, right?
Yep.
You'll have a little type. Oh, here it is, right? Oh, hang on, there's a video on you how to do that. Bomb, push play, self-educate, then come off, and then make yourself look like a hero. Okay, and this is how you do it. Now, I picked up a lawnmower just last week or 2 weeks ago, 1943, I think it is, and it had a Zenith carburetor. Never ever seen one. Couldn't even tell you what it was. Okay, didn't have a clue. But someone 7 years ago did a video on it. So I watched that video twice, and then all of a sudden I made myself look like John Travolta.
That's the same thing. When I'm at work, I run my laptop in the back, and when vehicles come in, I don't know. Can't say I don't know what I'm doing, but I have a good idea.
Yeah.
But if there's something I messed up, first thing I do? I don't go to the owner of the shop. I'll go right up on my computer how to replace barons, what type of tool I need for this, and YouTube
shop.
Really, really awesome for that.
These new guys are afraid of computers too. So
let me show you. I mean, Sam just said he doesn't know how to do a thumbnail. So this is what I use. Okay, I mean, I'll show you how quick and how simple this is. So let me just share.
You on by yourself so you can show everybody.
Yeah, I'm just going to share the screen. 2 seconds. Bring me up on the other one, Craig. Take me off of there, mate. That's lovely, right? Okay, there it is. There. Okay, so this is what I use. Okay, I use a software called Canva. Okay, it's free. It's completely free. So you just make your own account. Mixed modes, there it is. There. Make your own account, right? And I'll scroll down. Now I have here a list of all my thumbnails that I've ever made. Okay, I save them all up. So just let that load. It may take a while because I've got all the kids at home and they're all doing what they want to do on Xboxes and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so here is the thumbnail of a hedge trimmer that I did just last week. Okay, so when I now want to do a new video, let's say I'm working on a different engine. So all I do is come over here, I click that photograph, I get rid of that. Uploads. It's all load. Let's say I'm doing this photograph. I'd upload that photograph from my PC. That loads. I push it over. I right click and send that to the back. Send it backwards. I move my arrow. I do a different write up, and that's your thumbnail. And then what I do is I come down here, click in this box. I push S for snipping tool. Add the snipping tool, which now becomes down here. Click new. It all goes grey. Cut that out. And there is my new thumbnail. I'll save that into my new video folder, wherever it may be. I always use my new videos. That goes into there. You give it a title. Save. Thumbnail done. 5 seconds.
Now, what's the link on that?
That's called Canva. Canva.com. And literally, it is that simple. And guess what? If you have any problems using it, go onto YouTube and figure out how and just punch in how to use Canva, and that will come up. It's such a basic software, and once you've made one template, and this is what I like about my own thumbnails, is that you can tell which are my videos standing out from the crowd because all my thumbnails are all exactly the same.
Yep. I've noticed that past 2 weeks.
Just what I'm saying. If your thumbnails are a photograph of each project you're doing, but it could be in the woods, it could be elsewhere, you need to make your thumbnail not only stand out, but people recognize it from your channel.
Yep.
And thumbnail can be the make or break whether they watch your video or the one above it.
Exactly.
And I'm happy to do a StreamYard live stream and just to run people through starting that canvas from scratch, and to make your own what you want it to be.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea, and that's what that's kind of what I was getting back to with Lucky. You know, if you have ideas, run with it. You know, Lucky, make a credit list video and post it in Hangouts. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't even have to be complete. Just edit it out, put it in Hangouts, and then let's take a vote of opinion. You know, and what might work for you, Lucky, Mick may have another idea. He may be able to come up with a video where you can add it into your editing software, where you could have a banner across the bottom.
Exactly.
You know, everybody will have a different style, and that's what makes our community great, is that we do have a lot of different styles.
I did put my email in the Hangouts, so anybody that wants to send me, because I could go up and down my YouTube list to find out all these names, but I think it'll be easier if everybody just sends me email, say this is my YouTube account, and I could jot it down on paper. Once I get enough that make a credit list, I'll stop making it, producing it, and then I can send it to Craig.
Well, all you got to do, Lucky, is when you get one email come through, you open up a Word document and label it credits. And then just copy that channel name, paste it in a Word doc, and just keep adding it. And then at the end of it, you copy and paste the whole lot, send it off.
Exactly.
Yep. Easy. Approve it though.
The actual Hangout for Small Engine Nation, there's a person icon on the computer. If you click on that little person icon,
I'll be back.
It will bring up everybody that's in the Hangout group, and you can start right from there, because that'll have.
I don't think though, Craig.
It's not going to show their YouTube name. They'll show their name on Hangouts.
Yes, not the name necessarily on YouTube or their YouTube channel name. It doesn't work like that, because and this is what I was trying to get back to earlier when I say we got 70 odd people within the Hangout group. There's some channels in there that they sound good. I click on it, and there's no video link. There's no nothing to go over to their channel, and their channel Hangout name is different to their YouTube name.
Right.
I'm just saying, for the purpose of just making something that everybody can look at and give feedback on, that would be just a simple way to make a video credit video.
I think, definitely. I don't think that's no biggie. I think what we should do initially to start the support going on is what we all used to do, is upload a video onto YouTube and bang that link straight into Hangouts. Put a little thing down, just drop the video from, I don't know, Tampa Boys. That way, I know who Tampa Boys are. Click the link, I go off, I support, I subscribe, I ring the bell, I watch the video, leave a comment, whatever, and that's that's the initial bit of support. Right. And then we can come back in a later meeting and say, do you know what? Somebody, let's say Brandon, I like to pick on Brandon all the time. I can help you out there. Let's get him a new intro going. Let's get him something. Let's all club together and put 50 cents in a pot and buy him a microphone to go outside with. It's no biggie. We could all do that.
Right.
You
know, and that's how Brandon's channel could be uplifted, just because people can hear what he's actually saying.
Yeah. Exactly. And,
you know what I mean?
Also, there was something else. I don't know if Nate has any input on this. He's a big channel. If he wants to pop in here, I know Tampa Bay boy was having problems with his internet connection, and he couldn't stay live. But I don't know if he got that straightened out or not, because he's going to be one of the backups for people that either go on vacation, can't do it.
You know what?
So I'm trying to add 3 people to the backups to cover the people that can't do their live streams.
Well, I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to go on the smaller channels live streams to boost them up.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I wanted to suggest. That would help the smaller channels out tremendously.
Definitely. I'm monetized, Nate's monetized, Mike's monetized. To get 3 people, share them out on their community tab to say so-and-so is now live. you can get 75 in the house.
Yep. I'm constantly on this YouTube. I wouldn't mind if everybody has a StreamYard and go up on their StreamYard. I don't mind that. I love going live. So if I can bring some of my people over or something like that, that's fine.
Right.
I think my last live stream I think I did mention Ed. I did mention Kathy. So at the end of the video I made sure I let everybody else that was watching my videos who was next on Small Engine Nation.
And that's another thing that needs to take place too, because a lot of us don't do it or we forget, which that's, everybody forgets now and then.
Yeah.
But if you get in a routine of saying, like Brandon last night, he should have said, you guys, tomorrow morning, Roy's live stream, and then Roy would announce us, and then we will announce Ed, which Ed's on after us today. And then after Ed is ATV two
TVs.
right. And if everybody could follow through with that, that would help out too.
The other thing is, Kathy, sorry to butt in, sweetheart. The other thing is there's two types of YouTubers.
Right.
There's the channel people who put the channel content out, and there's your live streamers.
Yep.
And in my opinion, they're two different entities. Okay. Some people release videos and get really good hits. You go on their live stream, there's no one in the house.
Yeah.
And it's vice versa. I see a lot of that. Again, in my opinion, it comes down to content. So if you're going into a small channel live stream, you're getting 50 in the house because everyone's bombarding it and supporting it. That's great. People subscribe to the channel, but if they ain't putting no content out, you've done all that hard work for nothing.
Yeah. Well,
at least you tried. That's
Yeah.
my
I get that.
point.
I get
My
that.
point. We tried.
Yeah.
We can't do it all for them.
No, exactly.
But we can be there to get them rolling, and the rest is up to them.
You can only hold a horse's head underwater for so long.
That's all I'm saying. We can only do what we can do. They have to put the work into it. It's
You only can hold their hand so long. That's it.
right.
And
Agreed.
get back to that situation that Greg was talking about earlier. Pick a channel like once a month. Well,
Right.
I think once a month is kind of like a long time, because what if that channel says, you know what, I'm not doing this. And much as we're over there trying to help them, it's like waste of our time when another channel could use it. So
Right.
maybe
If
it could be
you
like
feel
once
that
a
way,
week.
then move on to another channel.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could do something like once a week, because we have a weekly live panel that goes out every day, and there's at least 2 or 3 panels a day on that.
Right.
For like that 1 week, we'll just say, it just happens to fall on a Saturday. We got Patty. They go on live at 8 o'clock. After that's me. Then it's Mix. But we could say, okay, well, at the end of my show, all right, tune into Mix Mowers, and then that other person that was supposed to be helping out put their name out, even if they're not live, but yet we're putting their name out to help that channel to grow too.
Yeah, and I put a month out there, Lucky, because every channel is going to need different support,
Right.
and it doesn't necessarily mean that Brandon's going to need a whole month of tutorial.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Maybe like a week,
And if after that week, if they do need help, they can come back to us.
Yeah.
Right.
But if we take a channel that's got 3 subscribers that wants to be part of the community and they want to get involved with it, and they have no idea what they're doing, they're going to take a lot more time than just a week to get them familiar with the tools that are available, with the operation of their channel, how to create a decent layout on their channel, cover art, intro video, all that stuff. Those are important things to consider. Every channel is going to need a different source of help.
And you should be able to tell when you're working with them how much they're going to need and how much they don't need.
Well, yeah, but fundamentally, you need to ask yourself the question: what is my channel about? What should it look like? Because it's no good trying to help somebody to progress their own channel when that person doesn't even know what their own channel is looking like or what direction it wants to go in, because you're trying to. I can make you a thumbnail for everybody, but is that the thumbnail that suits your channel? No.
Right.
Right.
You know, and everybody's going to be different.
Yeah. So initially, I mean, to
That's
take
the way to do it is
Ed's
show
take
them
Ed's in,
how to set up a thumbnail
Ed's
and let
intro.
them run with it.
Ed's intro to his video. Every video he puts on, his intro of him popping that wheelie is banging. Okay, absolutely banging.
I like it.
And do you know what? It's absolutely to the T. That is Ed's channel's signature.
Yeah.
Nate's running down the garden down the road in his go-kart and doing the jump on the bike is banging.
Yep. See, I don't even have that, but I don't.
But it matches the channel.
Right, it does. I agree.
And there's some people that just go straight, click the camera on, straight into it. They might even already half started their project because they found the problem. But you need to put that engine back together and start from scratch.
Right.
You can't chip and chop. And if you're going to do a part 1, part 2, part 3, then that's what you've got to do.
Right.
You know, the content has to be built by you. And I think also is, like I'm saying about Nate, is that people don't just tune in to watch Nate's videos. They tune in to watch Nate and his family and the content in which he has.
Right.
Because people like to know what color socks you got on. People like to pick bones out of you. So they don't just watch the channel because you have good content. They like you as a person, or they like the way that you pick up and you fight.
And the guys
people.
Really like Nate's
exactly that.
So, up there on the wall.
Exactly. So, but I think the first thing they need to do, all these channels that we're saying are slightly smaller. They have to go away. They have to go away first and decide what they want to do first. And when they've got their ideas in a bucket, we can then throw some ideas at them.
Right.
Something like we're talking about a week, and then if we realize they need more than a week, why don't we consider like one of the bigger channels to be a mentor, so that person we're helping for that entire week, if they need more help, we'll have a selected people that will be considered as mentors for a small engine nation. And that one person, that small, could go and talk to Mixed Mower, say, okay, you're my mentor. What should I do next? Or, Ed, this is, what I have here. What's a good idea for me?
Well, then again, like that's a good idea too, because you're better at one thing and Mick might be better at something else and Ed's better at something else. And
that's what I'm saying, like a mentor, because
right.
If we try to help this person all week long, we give them like a schooling, like a quick schooling on certain things. But then, if they're not like really up, right to it, we'll have special mentors for small engine nation that they could turn to. And that, like Mick, he was talking about his icons there at the beginning of the videos, the clips. Yeah. That's a good idea. But, it just, everybody in small engine nation, they have their own little way of doing things, which Mick is saying. Every video is a little bit different.
Right.
So maybe that's something that we have to look at too, is like, Craig does his videos one way, Kathy, you do yours, I do mine a different way, but maybe there should be a list of, like a TV guide. They used to have a TV guide,
Right.
So if this small person that's trying to get set up gets a hold of like you guys, you could go through this little TV guide, say, okay, well, Lucky works on mud mowers. He might be able to answer your question. Or Mick, he works on push mowers. He might be able to answer the question.
Yeah. See, that's what me and Craig do. If we can't find an answer, we'll go to the community and we'll say, hey, do you know how to do this? Such and such a person needs help with this. And that's how it should be. And somewhere along the line, they don't do it no more.
Well, we just really haven't been communicating as a group inside the community as much as we did at the start. And I think that probably will help if we can try to go back to some of that a little bit. And ultimately, like I said, that becomes a time element, which isn't necessarily available to everybody. I know Ed's working on some things to help him get more internet signal in his shop, which will boost his ability to do content. And
I truly truly hope so, because damn, your internet sucks, and it's right and a good bit as well. Normally when it breaks out too.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig, you did you did nail it. The nail on the head right there. You said the way we used to be, everybody was always in the hangout, always, had the live videos,
Yeah.
and don't take it the wrong way, but the older folks that first started the Small Engine Nation, the videos, the live videos is not there because you said you don't have the time. But once a week, once every 2 weeks, a small little, 15, 20-minute video to keep up with, the mom and dads and the young kids. Seeing, well, Craig, I know you do your coin stuff. I caught you on a couple of nights in a row, but
Yeah.
you produce little more videos, live videos, for the Small Engine Nation. I think that would help us out a lot too, because like you just said, it's the time, and you would like to get it back the way it used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
I personally, I miss
that
you and Kathy and everybody else on there, with their live videos.
Right. Well, like this week, then something with Grandma. We had her in the ER 8 times within.
I believe you, because Cheryl's mom, she's in the nursing home and she has dementia, and
Right.
we had a really rough night last night with her. So I know where you guys are coming from.
And everybody has their own issues, and
Well,
we try to do the best we can.
like Stacy's taking on a new endeavor, being dispatcher. He's also taking on a new tow truck business, which he was going to shut down, and now he's revamped it. And he's also going in for surgery in 4 days for that lump on his shoulder. So
we need some prayers there,
it seems
guys.
like that we've had kind of a rough winter season in the Small Engine Nation, and that's one of the things that we've been trying to figure out. Okay, it's not really a reboot, but it kind of really is a reboot.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, for the past sort of 4 months, I was like, where is everybody? Nothing was being put out, and this sort of takes me to a question: is that I've been on YouTube for just about a month over the year. I started off with the same as everybody else with no subscribers, and I'm now up to 2,000 something. But the only reason my channel has grown at the rate it has, I'm getting 600-700 regular views. I'm getting 50s to 70s in the house on my lives, is because I'm putting out regular content.
Yeah.
Right.
So the smaller channels, if they need our help, I think it's fair to say the help is there.
Right.
But
Sure.
90% of the work has to be done by them.
Yes,
right. They
absolutely.
need to reach out to us. I totally agree. I've been trying to push people. Well, you can't really push them, but I've been asking in Hangouts, is there anyone with small numbers that would want to be in the lineup? And I can't get nothing. And then I finally in chat, like live streams, I've been pinpointing. I'm like, Willie. I said, Willie. And
it makes
he
a big
would.
difference, and
we got Tampa Bay on backup, and we got
Brandon
Muddy,
and Ed and
I want to get
Robert
Bone Yard.
have really, over the last year, they've had tremendous success in building where they were at before, and with the community, they've really started to grow to a point where they've got quite a bit of knowledge.
Yep.
They're really on the verge of that next step.
Right.
And I know Ed's right on the edge, because all Ed's stuff is spectacular. I love to watch his content.
Yeah, me too. He's an artist when he's working, an artist.
Steve, Horse's problem is what Mick says. He don't ever put out content. He wants to do streams, but he never puts out content.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that's been.
And he's one of our youngest members too, and he goes to school too. So
yeah, I fully get that. That's why
he's trying. So
I get that. Okay, but what, like I say, what I do is I get a day to myself. So I may do cut the green one. I get a day to myself, that I will do 3 videos in that one day, a part 1, a part 2, a part 3, 3 15-minute videos, whatever it is. That then gives you, if you're going to do 1 video a week, it gives you 3 weeks off.
Yep.
Right.
I've got on my laptop and on my GoPro probably best part of 15 videos done in raw format.
Wow.
I've got
Well,
about.
come on over, Matt.
I've got about 6. Well, this is the truth. I've got about 5 videos already uploaded, edited, music, thumbnails, the lot on YouTube. All I do is push the button.
Well,
So
I know when you went on vacation, you had tons backing up you.
I had 8. I had 8 whilst I was away on holiday already done, and then I recorded 5 videos whilst on holiday.
Right.
You know, so and I did a live stream as well whilst on holiday. You know, so it's all about going back to what I'm saying. People don't just watch your videos; they want to watch you. They want to watch Riley Boy open up a parcel. They want to watch. They want to know Mrs. P,
Right.
which is hanging a washing out, and I've got air filters and stuff hanging next to the socks and pants. That's what they want to see.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see your wife more on your channel.
exactly that. So you know, there's one person, I don't think he's in here. I can't remember his name. I am subscribed to him, but he works on a mower, a mud mower. He has music in the background playing quite loud. He doesn't ever interact with the camera or who's in the chat.
Huh.
And I'm like, what am I doing here? It's all right. What I think you know who I'm on about, right?
Right.
But I come out after 5 minutes. I'm done because he's not even reading the chat. He's not even worried. The music's too loud. I can't see. He's got his back to the camera. I can't see what he's working on. What's the point?
Right. I agree.
You know?
I had a question. I didn't see Tampa Boys answer me. Did you get your internet going?
I think that he's in the same scenario that Ed's looking at and needing some kind of an extender. And, Ed and I did a lot of research and we found something that I think that is going to work well for him. And what that is just an Ethernet to coax adapter.
Yeah.
You can plug your broadband into an adapter and then it converts it to coax. And then you can run a direct buried coax for pennies on the dollar to another building and then connect it into the receiver box. And you can have a network based on a cheap coax that you can bury in the ground or suspend it aerially or however you want to do it. And get that network speed between the two buildings. So
Tampa Boys is getting a new place soon, and he doesn't want to put money into his internet because he's getting ready to move to a new place. When he goes to a new place,
That's good. I just want to make sure when he was wanting to go live that he's capable of doing that if we need backup.
well, all this stuff
for
is going to be
himself.
growing and changing. So,
Right.
and I think that he's going to be a star. I really
Yeah.
do. I think that he's going to have a lot of great content.
I do.
He's going to be one of those channels that takes off like wildfire. And that's going to be exciting to see that grow.
Right.
And there are people that are just charismatic like that, like Nate. I mean, Nate has a personality that people just cling to. He's fun. He has a good time, and he's always, not serious. There's a lot of people that can get deathly serious. I'm guilty of that. I can be too serious sometimes. So,
hey, while I got everybody here, I got some really bad news.
Oh no.
I sold the wood chipper.
Oh,
bad news. That
That's
just
good
means that
news.
you moved it out to another thing.
That's good. That
So you
thing
can put
Oh
on
man,
the-
don't work throwing stuff in the chipper video.
that scared the crap out of me. I thought someone was gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
can I also
I'll
bring up,
tell you that. I won't lie.
And
Go buy
that's
another one,
the
Nate.
thing we wanted to see was one of you guys get hurt. So
Now move to a bigger chipper,
good.
Yeah.
trailer model.
Yeah.
I think
One that'll eat cars.
I think for me, you have to, from where I was working last year, was outside of in my yard on a table, -2 conditions. You have to set up your own environment. So you need to have good internet is a must. You got to have good internet connection to perform these good videos, especially with live streams. But to do your videos, you got to have good lighting. You got to have good sound, good picture quality, stable picture quality, so that you're not always. I mean, for me, working off of a mobile phone propped up in your toolbox is okay, but fix it to a tripod with a bit of duct tape or something, just so it don't move about. And so you're getting the whole situation. Brandon's got his own YouTube studio with all his tools behind him. Absolutely fantastic thing to have. You got to have it. You got to have something. Lucky's the same. Lucky's got his own little corner with his fairy lights on. It's banging, but that's how it should be. Nate's got his whole garage. Nate's YouTube studio is his garage.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
For people like Brandon, who goes around on his tractor around his yard, it's cool, but just fix it to a head cam, because all we normally get to see is a steering wheel or your foot.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah, I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, get a head cam, or just get something just tight around your head.
Because to upgrade it to 7.
There.
Fantastic. Because that's about the 5 things you need to sustain a good channel. And if you can do that and hold an audience for 2 or 3 hours on a live stream whilst chatting to the panel and to a stream, do an odd giveaway, I'll do a key rings giveaway or sticker giveaway, I'll just try and tempt them in a bit. That's what keeps it engaging. As soon as you differ from them lines, it goes wrong. It's like Ed, he's in his workshop. He sat there with a machine in bits. It's like the perfect setting for me. It's like a roast dinner. It's lovely. But then the internet drops out. And I think, damn, do you know what, man, what's going on? And it's right at the bit where he's doing something really interesting. And it does put you off. It would annoy me, Ed. It would really frustrate me that I'm getting to that point in the video and all of a sudden, yeah, it's gone. Okay. So, you know, they're the 5 things you got to have. If you've got them 5 things, you can then self-progress your own channel through self-promotion. But after that, yeah, I agree. At that point is when we should then step in and say, if you want any help, we can now assist you to progress it forward. But you've got to have them things in place.
Yeah,
I need to get good heat out in my shop.
You don't have to buy the latest model of GoPro either.
Hell no. That's what I run. I run a GoPro Silver Hero 4. That's all I use. That is
my first one was free.
For $100.
That's all I use. That was £120 a year and a half ago. That's probably about 60 bucks.
Craig,
how much?
This is a GoPro 05, $29 at the pawn shop. So
there you go.
There you
look around.
I got a Hero 4. I got an 8-man, and I got another generic camera. Yeah. I'm working on getting the newest 8-man that has the external mic on it to get better sound in my videos.
Yeah.
So,
see, Tampa's just said, I need a good GoPro. I can't afford one.
Yeah,
it's $60, which you may not have $60, okay? But you don't need a top of the range one. As long as you have this with a microphone to keep it out the wind, you have a head mount, a chest mount, or whatever, or a tripod. Keep it. No, you don't want to be having this. This is what puts people off. It makes you feel like you're on a boat. You've got to have it stable. You've got to have it looking down at your project. Have a miniature tripod when you're doing close-up work, because the old ones don't zoom. Exactly that, Nate. Exactly that. And you can push it right into the cylinder head so people can get in with you. They want to see what you're looking at. So that's it, Ed. That's exactly what I've got. £3 from China. That's what I got. Exactly the same thing.
Hello, Lynn. How you doing, Pat?
There's another thing I have to mention about the Small Edge Nation family that's just starting off as well. If you go into somebody's channel and you're watching their video and you just hit that like button, and then you go on to another video, you watch something, and you don't leave a comment, you got to realize if you leave a comment, people that left a comment or will leave a comment, they will see your name, that you watch that video and you comment on that. There's going to be a 60 to 70% chance if they like the video that they just got to watch and they go and put a comment and they see your name, 60% of that chance they're going to push your name to check your channel out to see what you have available as well. So if you're going to watch a video and just hit that thumbs up, or not even hit it, I've been noticing a lot of people is not hitting that thumbs up. But if they do, and you leave a comment, you're going to get 60% of that chance. You're leaving your advertising for your Facebook, for your YouTube on that channel that you just got done watching. They might even click your name to be able to see what you have for a video content.
I 110% agree with that.
He'll just thumbs it up and go to the next one.
Exactly.
I agree, Lucky, but I honestly think, with what you just said, if people are watching my videos and leaving a comment, it feels to me like I'm only getting 20% Small Engine Nation support on my channel right now.
I'm getting about 10%.
Right now.
Right now, at least 10%, if that.
What's going on?
But
I could go through all my videos. I'll guarantee within the past month I posted videos, I might have 3 to 4 people that actually left comments for Small Engine Nation.
Yeah.
Now, the way I figure, if we have 70 people that's in the Small Engine Nation, quote unquote, only on Hangouts, that's automatic 70 views I should have on every video. But
right, and we got almost, what, 300, if not more, in Small Engine Nation.
Right.
So
I'm lucky if I push out 150, 160 views on my regular live Saturdays. If I post a video, I'm lucky if I get 100 views.
And this is a crazy thing, you see, Mike, is that I try and catch as many of your lives as I can. You know, I'm a regular person over at yours. You get 150 views. I think my last 2 lives alone have got over 700 to 800 views within the first 3 hours of it being online. Okay, which is fantastic.
It is.
I'm getting 50 to 70 in the house, which again is fantastic.
Right.
But I'm only getting 10% of Small Engine Nation in the house.
Well, I think we need to let Small Engine Nation know when you guys do go over there, leave a comment.
Well, guess what? My channel is all about small engine builds, small engine repairs. It's not necessarily mud mower stuff, but there's a link to a spark plug and to a how to hone a bore out and what have you. There's a link. So why are these people who are trying to grow their channels, who are in the same criteria as me, if they came over, there's a very high possibility. In fact, I gave a shout out to somebody just last week over in Ireland in the lawn care community. He went up 50 subscribers in an hour.
Yeah.
Only because he left a good comment on my video. I went and watched one of his. I liked his content. He got 50 subscribers in an hour. Now, if you get a small channel come on in, and he's got, I don't know, let's just pick on from random. Let's pick on Tampa Boys. Tampa Boys Customs. If one person clicks on that out of the 50, he's got a valid subscriber who's going to watch his videos. He may pick 30 or 40 up.
100 already, I think, from where he was when he did.
Yeah,
so he's doing great. He's going to do amazing.
And it's harder for me. It's harder for me, Mike, because I'm in the UK, so I've got the time difference.
Yeah, the time difference. That's the reason. Here we go with time difference.
Right.
I realize if I get up early in the morning, I post a video, I get less views. If I post a video roughly around 2:30, 3 o'clock, like I did, I posted one today, and it went up posted at 3 o'clock. I got more views on that hit at the beginning of that than I did if I posted at 7 o'clock in the morning.
So the interesting thing is, Mike, is what I would do is go on to YouTube Studio and check what your percentage of your audience is.
That I did that. That's the reason why I said.
And what is it saying is your highest percentage of viewer country?
For my country, I think it was.
No. What is your percentage of country viewer? So if you go into YouTube Studio,
analytics.
Yeah, in your analytics, it'll actually tell you what country is watching your channel the most.
US, Canada.
Okay, so that's great for you.
Right.
But why are you not hitting the UK market? Why is that not coming through?
What? I'm sorry, Cheryl said something. What did you say?
Where is Cheryl?
Cheryl's right here.
Come on, Cheryl. Hi. I don't see you. You can't say hi and not see us. Come on, woman.
No, because I'm on the YouTube. She's asking me something. I'm not sure what she was asking me because I'm trying to do something.
Cheryl.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Beautiful you
See
are.
everybody. I just came back from seeing my mom. Hi, Matt.
Aiden.
I love that recipe. I'm going to try that.
Hey,
Apple.
he ate it, so it's got to be good.
Right.
Eat anything.
My grandkids will love that.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
I'm sorry, mate.
So-
Now what we
So at the moment, if you go to YouTube Studio, into
Yep.
analytics, into audience, okay,
Yeah.
it'll tell you your top countries. So I'm currently 64% United Kingdom, 13% United States,
Oh.
2% in Ireland, 0.7 in Australia. That would be making tracks. Canada, 0.4, Poland 0.3, South Africa. That's a new one.
Wow.
0.1, and other is 18%.
all right, United States is 67.4, United
So-
Kingdom is 2.7, Canada is 0.4.
So
India,
so you've got a low rating for UK, probably because you're putting your videos out at the wrong time for the UK audience.
right.
So it's a fine line to cross. But if you can get your UK viewers up to 50%, neck and necking with your USA subscribers watch time, you're double your numbers.
Well, that's the reason why that 2.7%. That's in the last 28 days, and like I said, I've been starting to post my videos around 3:00. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why that part of the 2.7 is actually getting better.
Yeah,
2
because
o'clock
it,
in the
because
morning
that
or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon, which would be 6:30 dinner time, just after dinner here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into the YouTube algorithms.
Yeah,
The first 10 minutes of any video, I think, is not really necessarily tabulated. I think once you get past a certain time slot in a video or a certain percentage of the video, they do the calculations in it. And I don't know how all that works to be exact, but I know that I've heard a lot of bigger channels talk about that. But, ultimately, to target your audience, having the right time of day probably is a big factor.
It is.
it is. It is a massive factor.
If you're going to try to attract international video watch.
Right. So try putting yours out at 4 o'clock and see if there's any change. If not, well then pick another time. I don't
Well,
know.
and another thing too is you might consider how many people are posting in that time area.
Right.
Maybe there's one person that might have 30 notifications in that 1 hour, so you get lost in the background.
That could be too.
Well,
It's hard to say.
like I said, at 3:00 so far it's working. I gotta glare you. Like Mick says, a fairy lights. I don't know if you guys can see that. Those little dots there.
I see it.
All right. We put them on top of the head. No.
I mean, that's
So far
just
they
one-
are working.
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
find out if
I don't like smoking on the cam.
I mean, don't forget, Mike, that's just one segment of trying to improve. The other question I'd have for you is, when you upload a video, what tags are you putting into your system?
what do
And
you
how
mean
many?
with tags?
Okay, so you put your title,
Oh, yeah, yep.
you put your description,
Right.
you put your thumbnail, and then it says tags down the bottom. What are you tagging?
Screen. Hold on.
My tags are huge. I've got a ton of tags on mine.
Yep, fantastic.
You know-
I put on about 30 tags each video.
Yeah, I think that helps. It really draws people to you.
Well, I mean, the tag is pretty much what people put into YouTube to find what they're looking for. Now, I'm not an expert on what tag works, and you can buy software that will tell you what is a good tag and what's a bad tag. But stuff like, let's say, the words "how to," "easy fix," "simple job," all those type of things are an easy tag system.
Basic tags are nothing. There's nothing on the tag.
Well, you say again.
There's nothing on tags.
You got no tags in at all.
No, I do descriptions and title.
Okay, so here, let me share the screen. If you want to bring me up, Craig.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just fire it up first. Okay, yeah, bring that one up there, Craig. That one down the bottom. Right, okay. So on my PC, let me get rid of all this stuff here. It's going on here. Get rid of that. So there is all my tags that I use for every single video that I put out. And I change them word for word, dependent on what I'm actually doing. They're all my tags. And all I do is, if I'm doing one on a lawnmower, I'll copy those tags. If I'm doing a restore one, I copy those tags. Right. If I'm doing a steel trimmer, weed killer, a weed trimmer, I put those tags in. If I'm doing a scrapping dumpster dive or trash picking one, I put those ones in. Right. And you just copy those tags down and you stick them straight into your tag post, and you can ultimately get about another 60% injection into your channel, because people are punching the word "how to," and that will link back to your video.
Okay, I get you.
It's like I cannot emphasize how important the tag system is. It is part of the algorithm.
It's like when I'm live at work and I'm working on tractor trailer truck tires, or I do brake jobs or something like that.
You're putting there tractor, trailer, how to fit, tire rim, nuts, bolts, pliers, anything you're using, put it in there.
Whatever tools you're working with, tag those tools.
Yeah.
Whatever supplies you might be using. If you're using, and I'm just going to throw this out there because I really don't know. If you're using how he did rubber cement, tag it in the video.
I get you. All right. So it doesn't have be a website. It could be just a name of a product.
What the tag does?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get you. And I did see it 500 characters on it, so there's a lot you could put in there.
What the tag does?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
When you go into YouTube and you search for an item, what the tag does is it puts your video in that search criteria.
I got you.
So if somebody's searching for rubber cement, you have a possibility of getting your video into that list because it's tagged with rubber cement.
Looks like I got a lot of tagging to do on my existing videos.
Well, isn't it funny?
Defaults.
Isn't it funny? Because a minute ago we were talking about how to progress for smaller channels.
Yep.
And now we're talking about how to progress a channel that is slightly larger than some others.
Yeah.
So Craig is right. In the default settings is every time you upload a video or a live stream, exactly the same. You put them same tags in the default settings. So as soon as you hit the upload video, it automatically generates. Half the work's done. Automatically do your write up. Hi, welcome to Mixed Mowers. In this video, you will see. Then I leave 4 or 5 lines. There's my Amazon wish list. There's my Instagram. There's my Twitter. That's already generated. I've only got to fill in that much about the video, what I'm actually working on, and then change 5 of the bottom tags and might have petrol, mud mower, gas, and pliers. I'll take them ones out and I'll put in steel, weed eater, weed whacker, brush cutter.
Yep.
And straight away, that video is now tailor-made and tagged for what you want it to do.
Boy, I wish I had tomorrow off, because that's what I'll be doing, tagging all my videos.
I've got over 250 videos.
I get about that too.
When I got monetized, you can imagine I had to go back through every single one. And that was like 3 days of solid work. The other thing is, they do say capital letters is a no-no. Because YouTube see it as a form of aggression, a form of trying to stand out forcibly.
Right.
So they apparently YouTube don't like it, but you can put how to work on a still in capital letters and then carry on with a description, but don't put all capital letters. Apparently they don't like it, but I have seen some real top YouTubers use that.
Well, I think that goes back to the social media etiquette. When you're typing it all capital, that tends to be like
shouting,
like you're yelling. And people look at it that way. The other thing too that has helped a lot of channels is social media outside of YouTube and integrating that. And Lucky, you're phenomenal at that. When you do a live stream, you're you're live on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. Simultaneous interaction, the Instagram interaction, all of those things help a channel because you're pulling people in outside of YouTube to see that.
Yeah. Also, David has just mentioned a really important thing too, is that your tags must also match your title and your description. So, if you're going to put in how to fix a steel weed whacker, that's in your title. In your description, you're going to put, hello, welcome to Ed's Beard channel. In this, we're going to be doing a steel weed whacker, blah, 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 blah. In your tags, you're going to put steel, how to, weed whacker, easy fix, brush trimmer, whatever. You get those three things all lined up, and the algorithm then, YouTube then knows exactly what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to get YouTube to understand what it is you want them to do for you. And if you're promoting all of that through the same bits of those algorithms, they will promote your channel better for you.
That's being funny.
It's all got to line up.
It's always funny.
I don't think we could hear Ed. He's yelling.
Louder, Ed, louder. I can't hear you.
I am a stick in the mud. I am never fun. I am Mr. Dead Serious.
Oh,
Remember that.
No, you're not.
You're our good little Santa Claus. I loved that when we were over there at Vic's.
And Kathy still wants to know where that bear's clothes are at.
He said it's dressed. I don't believe it because it's so far back up the shelf I can't see.
She still has her top and stuff on.
Oh, she does now. She didn't at the beginning of the live stream, the ladies' live stream.
No, but she's dressed now.
There you go.
So I mean, don't forget is that it's the old Polaris. So don't forget even the more successful channels, the ones that are putting out regular content, regular live streams, they've got the viewers in. We're still learning too,
Right.
and that's a hard thing to do, is to keep your channel afloat, pumping out 2, maybe 3 videos a week. Sometimes I'm on, plus a live stream, plus I'm putting out regular posts in my community tab on my channel as well. And then you got to pick another channel up to say, let's get you running from scratch. So I've got to do all of that, all of my own stuff, and pick that person up. But in reflection, that person's then got to do at least 1 video every fortnight, at least.
Right.
He's got to put out his community tab, does his Instagram and Twitter links and hashtags to reflect the same as what's on his YouTube. So when someone sees it on Instagram, they hit the link, go back to the channel. Ever got Facebook set up? I know Brandon's got pretty much every social media site hooked up, tied up into his account, which is fantastic. But that takes a lot of work, right, Brandon? That's not a quick fix, is it?
Yeah.
You know.
Nope.
So to do that, that's serious commitment, and unless you're being serious with it yourself on your own channel, it doesn't matter how much money you throw at it or how much interest you throw at it. If the raw bones ain't there, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
That's my opinion. I might be wrong.
Can I show you guys? Can I show you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
always.
ahead. We'll put you on full screen.
I just want to show you for a second.
You're fine. Take your time.
Can you hear me?
I
Yep.
hear you.
Yeah.
Listen.
So,
Oh, cool.
You hear that?
Yeah,
I hear that electric start.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like to know what color are you going to paint it all?
Pink,
You'll see.
pink.
Blue, neon,
That's a secret.
neon.
Apple red.
And that there also is a fantastic tip. Do you see what he said?
Yeah, it's
That's
a secret.
a secret. Do you see how he engaged you? Because he wants you to come in on his video or his live stream. He ain't telling you nothing. Am I right, Nate, or am I right? That's what it's about.
Yep, that's
Keep
what it's
them,
about.
keep them coming back for more.
Exactly. I mean, I was chatting to somebody a little while ago, and I was going to end my live stream about 9 o'clock. I had like 60 in the house, and he said, "How could you walk away from 60 people in the house?" I said, "It's better to leave them now wanting more than to leave when you've only got 20 in the house and the conversation drops off.
That's what I do every Saturday. I usually go for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but they could be a full panel. Like last Saturday, it was a full panel on it. I said, sorry guys, that's it. I gotta go. Gotta get my day going, and full panel on that. That's it. I'm done. And it's the same thing I have back over here. If I log out now, it's gonna keep you wondering what's going on, and they want to see my next video or something. So
Well, just today, we have how many in Hangout? 77, 78 for small engineers.
Yep.
And we don't even have that in this room talking about building them up.
No, to be honest with you, we have 12 people. That's not including the 6 that's on the panel.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think what we should do, Craig's idea was great. But how do we know who really needs the help? We can put it out there on this live stream, whatever. But we could say, if you need help, let us know. But they should be coming to us too.
Well, all I will say is,
two ways.
From what I see around me and the channels that I am subscribed to, is the people that want the help are the people that are already showing the commitment by doing live streams, by putting content out. And the one channel that sticks out and miles from anyone else at the moment is Tampa Boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tampa Boys are the ones at the moment who are trying to get their name out there and saying, I want to be counted.
Well, I could see them taken right off.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great.
They bounced up over 300 pretty quick.
Right. That's what we said earlier. And Nate's right there. And Nate's great at what he does. We can help him one-on-one.
Yep.
Physically.
Well, we'll go back to that point where I'm saying like a mentor. Nate is close to Tampa Boy. You know, so he could be able to be their mentor for that. But then there might be somebody here in New England that I could be a mentor to help that smaller channel. And I'll guess with you guys, you might be a mentor. That's what I was trying to get at with, us being a mentor,
Yeah, and with the way that social media is, you don't have to be next door to somebody to help him with anything.
Right.
Mick has been a tremendous help with people all over. I don't know how many.
I tell you guys, man. I mentor Johnny every day. You know how much of a pain in the butt that is?
Say again, Nate.
I mentor Johnny every day. Do you know how much of a pain in the butt that is? That's a full-time job.
I mean,
that's not mentoring, Nate.
Full-time job.
That's bothering. That's not mentoring. It's bothering.
There's the difference, Naders.
I've just checked out Willie's channel, and
I like to see his growth.
Do you know what? I'm subscribed. I've got a notification bell. It's on. I've just checked it out.
Right.
I'm not getting the notifications through, and he's been delivering videos, about 3 videos in the past 2 weeks, 4 videos in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I watched all his.
So I'm not getting notifications from Willie. I did
You
see one.
Unsubscribe from him, Nick. You have to unsubscribe from him, resubscribe, and then ring the bell again.
Yep.
The other thing is also what I will say is that despite the fact that we're all trying to grow and what have you, I think there is a negative action which we're all guilty of initially when we're trying to get to that 1K number. And that is you will subscribe to any channel as long as they will subscribe back to you, as long as they will watch your videos and everything else. The problem is YouTube then gets a bit confused with what it is you're interested in.
Yes.
So what I've now done is, now I'm over that 1K and gone, I've now gone back into my subscriptions. I think, do you know what? I don't even know who you are. Boom.
Took me 3 days, Mick.
You're gone. And I've got rid of 800 subscribers.
Took me 3 days. Took me 3 days, Mix, because you got to do it manually. You got to go through one by one by one.
Yeah, and that way,
I do so much stuff like my soaps, Small Nation. I love crocheting, so I go.
But that's fantastic, Kathy, if that is your interest.
Right,
okay?
right.
But initially, when I was trying to get to my first 200 subscribers, I was like, I don't care where I get them from. I'll subscribe to you. I'll watch your video all day long as as you watch mine, you know. But,
Right.
but that don't happen. So now I'm getting notifications coming through for stuff that I'm not even remotely interested in.
Can I get 1 second, please?
I understand what you're saying.
I got to talk to Cheryl for a little bit, and I'm going to shut off the cam, but in the mic, I'll be right back.
Cool. Okay. So YouTube gets confused as to what it is you want to watch. Now, I'm into cooking, I'm into shooting, I'm into hunting, I'm into small engine stuff, I'm into a multitude of stuff.
Right.
But the 5 things I'm really interested in, and if they're not part of my subscription list, they're gone.
Right. Understood. That's what it should be.
Because YouTube gets confused, and what you want when you click on your channel, you want those recommended to you channels coming up, and the engine ones and the cooking ones, and that's what you want to see. And if you can pick up 5 channels a day and you get half of them back and you get half of them viewing and watching your channels, that's revenue.
Right.
You're a winner.
See, and like me and like Willie, he said he's not in for the subs. I don't really care about the subs that much because I don't plan on making money off them. You and Craig do not. But I'm out there to put the content out in case someone wants to know how to do things and to see.
I get that. I get that. But with what Willie just said, I'm not in YouTube for the subs. The subs works in 2 ways. It's not just for you to support other channels, but the channels in which you subscribe to is what YouTube then puts in your recommended box. Other videos, other channels you pick up. I've come across 4 channels in the past month in the US I didn't know existed. I came across 2 fantastic banging channels in the UK. Never even heard of them.
Oh wow!
But because I'm now filtering my subscription list down and I'm taking interest in what I want to know, YouTube is now thinking clearer and saying, do you know what? He don't want to know how to knock down a wall. He wants to know how to rebuild an engine.
Right.
And that way that's when you get linked into your community around you.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to check mine because when I first started out, I was doing like, they sub me, I'll sub them back.
Yeah. The other thing too is
I don't have no interest in that channel. So yeah, I have to go back through mine too.
The other thing too is, and Nate helped me out with this when I started, where your videos are posted at, what community.
Yes.
People on blogs, motorsports, whatever.
Right.
That has a lot to do with where your videos pop up at.
Also, Ed, how many of you guys have got your YouTube channel, your category set to? What are you?
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's what I meant.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I was originally set under. I need to check this. I checked this just last month. I was set under entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine's on how to.
Mine is now on how to.
Boy, were the people not mad. They came there looking for entertainment and they got missed.
Mine's at how to make people laugh.
The other thing I have a question on is my channel does not have a community tab at the top. How do you get that?
You get that when you get to 1K.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your discussion, I think it's your discussion tab turns into the community tab.
Yes, it does. And that's the important thing, Ed, is when you do your live stream, give it 4 or 5 minutes. Let them come in, let them get comfy, and then say, for those of you that are monetized, if you don't mind hitting your community tab for me and getting your people in.
Okay.
And that way you can get an injection.
So I don't have one then.
Not yet.
Oh, I don't have one.
Not yet. So you get one.
People were asking to share it out, and I'm like, I don't have one. How do you get? Where's? I thought it was something you added.
You can share it out on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. If you have them things.
Yeah.
There was one.
Anybody in the chat have the link in the Hangouts that wants to come up on the panel, because there's 6 of us here. I'm willing to go back to the chat if somebody else wants to come up on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just type it in chat, guys, so we know. Another thing is when we find someone that's interested in small engine nation, they need to send Craig an email so Stacy can approve it.
Right.
Because of certain problems we had in the past, which I'm not going there.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, trust me. It's not just Small Engine Nation. You get that in no matter what live stream you attend.
Right.
You get that right. So it's not about that.
I think
fundamentally, what's important is that when Stacey or Craig authorizes the person into the Hangouts, rather than just saying so and so has been added, it should say right underneath it, here's the latest video.
Right.
Straight away. So we got something to click on. We can then support that channel going forward, because I would say there's probably a good half in the Small Engine Nation I'm not subscribed to. Not even subscribed to.
With the newer channels that are starting, we're putting like on, how do I want to say it? Like a probation period.
Yeah. Cool.
And after so many months, we're moving them into the bot hangout. But when they do go live, I can grab the link and post it into the family hangout for them.
Yeah.
But until then, right.
I think that like Nick said, the importance of getting the videos posted into Hangouts is probably as important as anything else. And I think that at some point we're probably we need to go back through the Hangout box, and people who are not active, we probably should replace those with people who are going to be active.
I believe that should be a number one priority on, you guys, because we really have to get a total count. And we do have to get a total of people that's going to be active. Like Kathy brought up earlier, how many people we actually have watching here right now? 11. That means we had 12 earlier. Where did that one go that lost their interest in the Small Engine Nation?
Well, that's deceiving too. When you're looking at those numbers, if somebody's not typing active in the chat, they may still be watching, but it doesn't.
They're still there. They're still there.
Or it's a troll.
And it's like
it did say 12 earlier. Now it says.
And the other good thing about the Hangouts is we have how many in Hangouts? 70?
78, I believe.
Yeah. So Ed's just said he doesn't have a community tab. Guess what you do have?
Hangouts.
Right. That's what we need to do.
Same thing.
So I think we need to come up with a list, since Lucky's doing that list for the thing. Once he transports that to us and Stacy approves it, then we'll go back through Hangouts and start adding the people that we know are active. That
definitely. It's definitely a way. I mean, we have our own community tab, and if there's 70 people in there, let's whittle it down to the active ones. We might get half, we might get just over. But I'd much rather have 10 more people come into my live stream or my channel, but I didn't have, and I can then, you're new, and it says mud mowers or it says tractor life or whatever. I'm going to subscribe to that channel like someone spotting a load of cakes on a plate. Do you know what I mean? It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying,
you can't feed somebody that doesn't show up for the meal.
Right.
Exactly.
You're welcome, Lola.
That's what I was going to say, so don't worry about it.
Well, I can't push the issue anymore. That's going to be left up to the people. I did put my email in the Hangouts. All they have to do is email their YouTube name. Don't have to send me no personal information, just YouTube name, what you use for your YouTube. And then I could be able to go from there. Once we get enough people that send me an email with their username, then I could go ahead and give it to the next person to be able to authorize the approval to be able to put that online.
Yeah, and what I would say important in the email, make sure that it's your actual YouTube channel name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that Lucky knows, hey, this is Bob Evans from North Carolina, and his YouTube channel is actually Arizona Mud Mowers. So when he goes to the credit list, he knows, hey, this is who that is.
And then
and make sure it's not only spelled correctly, but it's written as it is for your channel. Because how many times have you found a channel name, You put it in, but it don't show up.
Exactly.
Well, and this is also an important part about tagging, Mike, that I don't know that if you're aware of. Like, you have an individual unique name, so when somebody searches for your channel, that comes up pretty prevalent.
Yeah.
Somebody like Tom's Mower Shop Repair, if he's not tagging his videos, you might come up with 200 Tom's Mower Shop Repairs.
Yep.
Yep.
But if you put in the search title, Tom's Mower Shop Repair, hashtag Small Engine Nation, you're probably going to hit a pretty definite result if he's tagging Small Engine Nation in his videos.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's another
So,
thing. We
you
need
know,
to
if somebody says, hey, I saw Billy Bob over here and he was doing something pretty cool, did Billy Bob tag his video? So when somebody else goes to look for that, Billy Bob, Small Engine Nation, the ability for somebody to find that channel without having a link copied would be a lot better.
And that's another thing. We need to get back into hashtagging Small Engine Nation in videos. I don't care about the live streams, but the video, so people know that we're from Small Engine Nation at least.
Well, all I'll say to that, Kathy, and as I say, I like to speak as freely as I can. I
Right.
think there's only about 8% of the population doing it.
I'm guilty of that one.
Not a lot of people are.
It goes back to the point
Right.
again, the same thing.
The
It
way
goes to
was.
the hangouts. We have to find out how many people are active and find out how much they're willing to be part of the Small Engine Nation. We're going, like, it just seems like we're going around in circles here. You know, it comes right down to the point. We need to find out how many people is actually active in the Small Engine Nation. Then we
Right.
can proceed with that. Then we
Yep,
can find out who
absolutely.
needs help, who wants to be on this, you know, the editing at the end of the videos, the credit split, you know, we can go from there. But it all narrows down. We need to find out how many people are active in the Small Engine Nation.
Right.
Yeah, that's important because if somebody wants to run that credit stream, you know, they don't want to put up a bunch of channels that are not active.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
You know,
because that's
would
one of the
say-
first things. That's one of the first things I look for, Craig. I go onto a channel, and I mean, there's one in America called, I think it's something, I can't remember. I'm subscribed. He's got over 9,500 subscribers. His last video was released 2 years ago.
Yep.
Where are all his subscribers?
No.
Well, that's the thing. I have somebody that I can't mention names because I'm close to them. He's really high on his subscribers, really high. And he's lucky if he posts a video one video last year.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Right.
But I think we bounced a lot of ideas around, and it would appear that we've all got some work to do.
Right.
Not necessarily the smaller channels either. It looks like some of the bigger channels have got their own work to do.
Right.
And for me, the only people we can help are the ones that are self-promoting as well.
Right. Right.
If they're
I
not
agree.
active, can't help them.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of people that are doing a lot better just in the amount of tools that we've already had over the course of the last year. You know, I think that we have an outstanding community, and one that stands out. I mean, I can't tell you how many communities that we go into that people are like, "Oh yeah, you're Small Engine Nation."
Yeah.
And to me, that's an honor. I mean, I feel honored when I go into a live stream and somebody says, "Hey, you're from Small Engine Nation."
Right.
To me, that is a pretty cool thing
Right.
for somebody to see and know exactly where we're from or what community we are.
Right.
We enjoy it. So,
you know how it is. You know, last year me and Cheryl went to a couple of yard sales, and we went to the flea market. It's just that one Sunday. Another time I bust my leg. You know, after that I was in a wheelchair. Well, we'll put it this way: when I went into Home Depot, I had to go pick something up. I was in a wheelchair. I didn't have nothing, no Lucky, no nothing on me. And the guy turned around. He says, "You're Lucky from Lucky 7 Mud Mowers." I said, "Yep."
Yeah.
And I don't know this guy, but I was knowing at that. And
That's fun.
in the summer, last summer, we went into this yard sale, nowhere near my area. We went to the yard sale, and I had my Lucky hat on. He says, "I know that hat. You're Lucky from Lucky. My son watches you all the time." And it gets back to the point. It made me feel so honored knowing that, here I'm walking into a Home Depot and there's a guy that recognizes me. I go to the yard sale, there's a guy that recognizes me. So, like Craig was saying, small engine nation, the same thing. It made him feel good, and so I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of all work community members
It
that
all
work
comes
hard
back to small
and
engine
have put all the work into the community. I mean, it's been an awesome adventure for the last year, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And
we got an awesome family. I mean, we not agree on the same things all the time, but we try to work it through.
Oh, I mean, come on. If you put a lot of girls and guys in the same room,
right,
it's gonna happen. Right?
Yeah.
I think what's important is we all understand and respect that we're all different people, have different races, religions, beliefs, and more importantly, we all believe we're all better at fixing engines than each other.
Not me.
You know what I mean? You know. Okay, I'll rephrase it. We all have our own way of doing things, right?
Mine's a hammer.
Yeah, but if we can all move on and just do our own thing and meet up in a common ground and say, yeah, right, you were right. I'm not going to admit it though. That's what it's about, And most importantly, have fun doing it, because if it ain't fun, I won't do it.
Exactly. If you're not having fun, there's no sense in even doing it.
Hell no, no point at all.
And with sub comments you get, just let them go. Thumbs down, let them go.
I'm not worried about things like that.
Number one priority, we have to get the Hangouts final count on that. A second thing that everybody has to do with Small Engine Nation, we all always have to become, which we are a family, but we all have to start concentrating on commenting on the Small Engine Nation family videos. Everybody has to get in a habit of commenting on the videos, because that also helps a lot too.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You watch the video, but you leave a comment.
Go ahead to do what you're going to do, Lucky.
Yep.
If you want to work on a banner when you have time to do the same thing that people could add into editing and kind of go over a little bit of how to put that in a video, that'd be awesome as well. And I don't expect for that to be a turnaround where you're going to be able to sit down and do that in a day. That's going to be a long-term project.
Even
but
if
that's a good point to learn.
Right. Even if
not
it takes
only
a year.
from the banner aspect, but having the ability to promote people in a banner on a live stream. I wouldn't even know how to begin to do that.
Yeah. Probably do it with the people that we know are active, like the ones up here on the screen. We know for sure. And then from there on out, we'll have to do it as we get them from Hangouts.
Well, this is what we're saying. I could get everybody's name by if they email. If they don't take that time and email me their YouTube name, I can't go no further than that. Yeah. Once I get that enough people that said, okay, I got like 30 people that sent me their name, I could send it to you guys and you could approve it, or you could say, no, this guy here is not part of Small Engine Nation, or is, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then we could go and get the approval on that, and then we could start doing whatever we have to do, and that might help generate. But same thing again, has to come down to how many people's really active. Right. Second is, if they are active, how come they're not leaving comments on videos for the existing Small Engine Nation family?
I totally agree, Lucky. I totally agree.
And I would say it's important. If you guys want to be part of that project with Lucky, get the email to him and make sure that the channel name that you put in the email is the exact channel name, so that Lucky can work on that. And that's not a project that is going to be something he can do in 20 minutes. So, have enough respect to make sure that the information you send him is right.
Right.
and be patient because he's not going to be able to do it overnight.
And don't get butt hurt if we take you out of Hangouts.
My butt hurt. My butt hurt.
And mine.
Because so we informed you right here. We got proof.
But
So.
that does take time to come up with stuff like that and innovative ideas like that. And, you know, you just have to be patient with people, you know, because it's a learning process for everybody.
Right.
So, Brandon, what?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been sat there, sort of, not saying a great deal.
All in.
I get that. So now turn the table over. And what is it? I mean, you have a great channel. Okay, for me, I enjoy it. It's within my criteria. Okay. So what is it you're looking to improve? How are you looking to do that? How are you looking to engage more people? Where is it do you think you're going wrong? Do you know what I mean? Because for a man that is active like you don't have them high numbers, not worried about a subscriber, the viewer. You don't have that viewer count, I see, which I think you deserve.
Yeah, same with Ed. You know, and there are a lot of people that deserve that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that
the tag, like you said,
gets to a point where he can have his broadband where he's working on stuff.
Well, I noticed with Brandon, not to nitpick, but sometimes his live streams are excellent, and then they start out really good, and then he walks off, does other thing, and he's not interacting anymore. I'm not picking on you.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kathy. I'm with you 100%.
Then he comes back and interacts. Well, by that time, people have already left.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it to be hateful or anything. I'm just
trust me, no one wants to sit and watch a workshop empty for 8 minutes.
Right.
Well, yesterday when I was doing that, I was coming back to the studio to put people up on the panel because I was on my phone and I can't put people on the panel.
Right, but this ain't the first time. Is what I'm saying.
What I want to iterate on that though is when there's people on a panel with you and they're active and there's a conversation going, it's not as distracting as when you're on a live by yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
You're live by yourself and you leave, and it's happened more than once. And I'm not. I'm just saying that really hurts you.
So I would beg the question: is the live stream that you just did for 20 minutes? Is that actually a live stream or is that a video? Because if you did it as a video and edited it, you'd probably get more views than you would on a live stream.
Now, also, hold on 1 minute. You could edit your live videos. You could edit them. Even if you just go in your YouTube folders and you could be editing that live video. So you could edit that out.
Right.
So,
and turn your live stream into a video.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Right.
Sometimes I'll do random ones while I'm working, but so I'll usually take those down when I'm done at the end of it. Those are just random pop-up ones just to have people to talk to while I'm working sometimes.
But when you're working on something and we can see what you're working on, that's not the problem.
Brandon, what I might offer in that instance, instead of taking the whole video down, set it to private, pull the video down, edit it back out, and then release a new edited version of that live stream.
Yeah.
People will be more apt to watch all of it when you edit out the parts that are inactive.
Well, sometimes crazy stuff that people don't want to watch is just random interaction talking to people while working.
Yeah.
But you see, do people come and want to watch you clean a carburetor, or do they want to watch you stumbling around the yard, nearly getting bitten by snakes and chasing your dogs around? That's why people are coming to watch as well, my friend.
Me, the issue contact that I have with Brandon, which is awesome. I have no problem. I love watching all his videos. But the thing is, he does his videos too late. By then, I'm in bed. So I have to watch him. So I seen that reminder you have at 9:30, and I looked at that. I said, "Oh man, 9:30. Why is he going to have it so late? I'm going to be in bed. I'm going to miss it."
And this is why I say this is why I say, is it a live stream or is it a video? Because if you do it as a live stream, guess what, Mike? If you're in bed, guess where I am?
Yep.
How many people do you think on average will watch a full hour-long live stream on playback?
See, I brought that up to Brandon in Hangouts today.
Yeah.
It has
So-
to.
I've had other people say the reason they like it starting so late is because they're usually doing something on Saturday, and by that time
I get that.
they're home and relaxing.
I get that. But if you see a live stream, I think my last live stream I had has had about nearly 700 views. It's going to get to about 750, and that's going to be about it. It won't get no more than that. But if I do that as a video, that video is there forever, and when you get monetized, that will keep earning you money. It keep turning over and turning over. And when you release it, when I'm in bed and Mike's in bed because we're old, I can watch that video because it's a structured, edited video the next day and get just the same enjoyment out of it as when you first released it.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get to you. The stuff you're doing, your content you got is good.
Right.
I just think you're just not putting it in the right areas. That's what I feel. You may say
I
I'm trying
agree.
to walk away more from live streams and focus more on videos.
Well,
I think most of it, Brandon, will be a time.
Back it up a minute, Brandon.
That's not what we're saying. Don't do the live streams. What we're saying is maybe adjust your time on Saturday instead of being at 8 o'clock Central Time. Jump it back to 6 o'clock Central Time, and you're going to catch more views because it's going to be a little bit easier for the East Coast to catch. And people like Mick and Roy and those guys, you know, a 2-hour difference for them might be the difference of them watching it before they go to bed, or for them to say, "Oh, I'll watch part of it the next day."
I mean, you can let it run as long as you want. That's up to you. But I was suggesting in Hangouts, if you start it sooner, you'll get more small engine nation people in there.
You pretty much get all the East Coast and you get overseas.
Now the Tool Talk Saturday, I can't move that time because that's set with my co-host.
But
different.
Your Tool Talk Saturday is your live stream. It's your vlog. That's your structured time. But for me, that's good. I'm not around when that goes on. I'm in bed. Okay.
Right.
But when you've got a bit of equipment in the yard, you'll click that go live button. You put your camera down and you start working away. I might come into that live stream just as you're about to fire it up. I've missed everything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going to go back and watch you work it over again when I know that everybody else has already seen it and I've just watched the last bit of you fire it up? Chances are no.
Here's an idea, Brandon. How about if you consider doing 2 live streams on a Saturday? You could do one, say, around 6 o'clock. So I could be able to see it, and East Coast and Mixed Side could be able to see it. And then after that live stream, we'll just say for an hour, you'll get all the small engine nation. Then you could do another of your tool time after that.
Well, Tool Time is its own separate live stream. That's once a month.
No, I understand that. You could end one of your regular live streams. Then
Right.
you could let everybody know, okay, I'm going to continue this, but as a tool time conversation. So you'll still have your regular contact, you know, for small engine nation, but
Because I was going to fill that earlier spot with some of the new people. That's why I wanted to know if Brandon wants to move earlier. If that.
So the questions I have, in your tool talk, how many people do you have in the house, and how many views do you have?
We get somewhere between 20 to 30, but we got 3. I mean, Client Graphics is starting to be quite a big channel, and then I get some bigger YouTube channels as co-hosts too, because we're recording it also as a podcast. As we're doing that video, it's recording as a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
how many people do you actually have in the chat or the panel at the same time?
Right.
I think that's what people say.
Is a panel, and he usually is carrying about 30 to 40 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right,
had
Brandon?
4 people on that night.
We
So
only have 4.
the next question I have is, how many people do you have in a random live?
Actually, believe it or not, there's sometimes they'll be like up towards 20 people, and then sometimes it might be 2 or 3.
Okay, so for me, I used to go live during the week, off and on, and I was getting 20s, 25s maybe for a 3-hour stream. But then I cancelled it all. I went down to a Saturday night, and I'm getting 50s to 70s for the same amount of time, but half amount of work. So what I would say to you is all your little random ones, if you've got the time to sit there and do something for an hour, 2 hours, and do a random live, and you're only getting 5 to 20 in the house, okay, I would convert that into a video.
Yeah.
Record it, put out a video, it's smashing, and you'll get better views on the video than you will on a live stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also that will drive people to watch your live streams because they're not seeing that you're live all the time. You're going to draw people to interact with you when you are live. So you're going to pull them to your time slot and not necessarily have them come in at random.
Yes.
Well, I might have done one live or 1 or 2 random live streams in the last month. I cut them down just to the weekly live stream.
Yeah, and I think letting people know when you're live at a regular time, they can build their life around you. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about. But how many times have I said to you, bugger, just missed it. By the time I got a notification come through, you've been live and you've gone.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but I think Nate does a pretty good job of this. When he's doing a video, he'll say, tune in Wednesday, catch me live. You know, that's a good way to promote being live. Is to
Do the same on mine. Do the same on mine.
So
that's what it's all about. Self promotion.
So I set my live stream time because usually I'm pulling on Sundays, and I usually don't get home until usually around 6 o'clock, and I need that hour time to get unloaded, get stuff put away. I would love to go live at 5 o'clock, but I may be driving home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
it's no different, is it? It's no different to a bus service. If a bus service says the bus will be there at 6 o'clock and don't turn up to 6:30, you get pissed because it's raining.
Right.
Okay? But if you say you're going to be live at 6:30 and you're live at 6:30 till 10 o'clock, and that happens, everyone's happy. And if that happens on a recurring basis, it keeps it happy. As soon as you start doing random ones, people miss bits of information, the build, whatever it is you're working on, a shop tidy or a giveaway.
Right.
People get pissed with it. They don't like being uncertain. So for you, Brandon, you're super active. You put the effort in. I think you're like a mouse on a wheel. You're working too hard. You don't have to work as hard as what you need to get your channel to grow. Keep what's working. Keep what's being successful. And all the other little bits where you're knocking your ass out just to try and get content, turn that into a video, brother, and turn your efforts into editing, intros, thumbnails.
I think he's multitasking too much all over the place instead of focusing on one thing.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's how I think.
Well, guess what, Kathy? You're a viewer. You're a viewer, and Brandon should be listening to what you want,
right.
Because you're his audience.
I love Brandon. I mean, but that's what I see.
And I think that Brandon's come a long way.
He has, and he's doing great. But he could be doing a heck of a lot better.
Time.
And I'm gonna be redoing the time thing, the lineup, because of the backups. So Brandon, if you decide to switch times or anybody, you guys need to get with me. I don't put the times in there. I think maybe I need to. And I'm going to list them as central time for everybody, if that's okay.
What you could do, I will give you an idea, Kathy. When you do that again, how you put everybody's name. Don't make it so quick to the next.
Yeah.
Editing problem.
Back to Wednesday.
I have to find a different editor.
What could be good, and it's a bit more legwork possibly, is that if everybody had a thumbnail, like Ed's got his own thumbnail, right, Ed?
Yeah.
Right.
What you do, you could just get Ed's thumbnail, a screenshot of that,
Right.
there it is right there. He's got his name on it already. All you got to do is put the time underneath it. Lucky, you've got yours. I've got mine. If we have, let's say, the headliners, the top 10 who are going live. Nate has his own logo. We all know what Nate's logo is, and Brandon. Right. If we just have that on a rolling screenshot, rolling slideshow, you've got not only the thumbnail to the channel, which is the key. If you spot that, you know who you're looking for, and the time. It's already there. All the information is there.
Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I got to find an editor. Well,
we have one.
We have an editor. We bought 3 of them. We gave 2 of them away. We gave one to Brandon for Christmas, and I think we gave one to who?
We gave one to Justin.
Yeah, and we kept one, and it's been put away because we got so much other things that we're doing that.
A handful of videos that I haven't even begun to edit yet because I just haven't had time to sit down and work on it.
Well, how many live shows are you looking at timetabling in? How a week? How many are we looking at?
One a day at a minimum, and on Saturdays I think that we have 3 slots, and on Sunday I think that there's 3 slots.
Okay. Well, I mean,
if to add the backup people for people that go on vacation, or emergency comes up, or they're just not feeling good and they don't want to do it. So there's the 3 backup people. Mm-hmm. And then the person that can't do it needs to find their backup.
Right. Yeah. I will volunteer to be a backup if that would help you out, Kathy. I don't mind going live 24/7 if that's.
I understand that, but the backup people that I picked are under 1K to build the channel.
Well, I think that was one of the things we were hoping to do.
Was to build them up.
Yeah, it's going to be active.
I think.
And then eventually put them on a day. That's if I have to give up my day for one of them, if they're doing great, I'll give up my day.
Yeah. I think all we need to do is we need to have, let's call them the headliners, who have got a regular slot. If we have them all lined up in editing software, and then the end clip can be due to short notice disruptions or emergency, these channels will endeavor to fill the spot. That way, one, we're not putting ourselves under any additional strain to fulfill the spot if we can't.
Right.
And if there's a blank spot, that's just what it is for that week. We can't force people to change their plans, but at the same time, Kathy, you're not putting yourself under any strain. Say, Christ, it's Saturday night. We don't have a 10 o'clock slot.
And see, and that's what I've been doing.
It should be fun. It should be fun.
Still trying to get these younger guys to go live, and
and that goes back to that effort. They got to put the effort in.
Yeah.
And that's what Mick was saying, that if we're putting in 90% of the effort, they're putting in 10%. We're using resources that we could be getting to somebody else's willing to do the 90%.
Right, but then again, I don't want to. I don't know how to say this. For them to feel like they're stepping on somebody else when they're going live. You see what I'm trying to get at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a perfect world, and
it's not. I know. I need to just let it go.
It's not ever going to be a perfect world. And, sometimes people may have an instance, say like Nick's on vacation, and he sees a purple-haired lizard that's
I'm going to eat it.
Cycle down the street. You might want to pop off and go live and say, hey, look, check this out.
But then you can either go live. If that incident happened, I think what we should remember is if there is someone live and then someone finds something that's quite cool or does whatever, you've always got the premiere button as well, so you can
Right.
record it and then go live on a premiere later on. So it's
That's
recorded.
right. I
and do it
agree.
later.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
And,
I
you
did that
know,
on the plasma cutter video doing the premiere.
the other
Totally
thing too
agree.
is that channel raids are popular too.
Yep.
If somebody's live and somebody does just a spot out of the moment live stream, the channel that would normally be scheduled live could do a channel raid.
And see,
Yep.
that's another thing we used to do. Where did that go? Come on.
Well, I mean,
It takes
since about
planning.
October last year, Tractor fell off the radar. Captain
He's
Joe.
been busy on working
I-
on his farm.
I understand.
Right.
Of course, we had the issue with Nate, but the issue went on with Nate, so we had that. So
Right.
Nate went off the radar for a little while,
Right.
and so it didn't fall apart. But I think I even messaged you, Craig. What's happening? No one's
Right.
doing anything, and
Well, certain people had to back away
I get that. I understand fully.
too much and then regroup. And I don't want to ever go through that again.
Well,
Never.
that's the whole point. Is that,
That's why we're screening people that we bring in.
Yeah,
That's
I get that.
Now,
And I think we need to have for this to roll forward, for it to roll and build. We need to have a structure. We need to have it so that we know who's live on what days.
I agree.
No accidentally on purpose stepping on toes.
Right.
And if you want to go live, let's put it in a hangout. And Mick, I'm live after you, or 15 minutes whilst you're live. I'll come and raid that channel.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about. But I think there was a stage where we had like 3-4 months of nothing. No.
Yeah.
I think at that time I was the only one doing my regular lives.
And I was like,
Everybody had
really?
stuff going on. It wasn't just us. It was everyone. I mean,
Everyone had a lot on the
a
plate.
lot of us needed to step back and rethink and regroup and take a breather, I guess.
Yep.
Well, yeah, definitely. So I think we have a good structure now in place. I mean, I think we've got some good ideas.
I think what we need to do is have them get a head count.
We'll work on that.
All right, I'll get a head count.
We need to get a head count, and then once there's a head count, we could be able to say, okay, there's 400 people in Small Engine Nation. All right, next, how many of these 400 are active?
Right.
And then we could grow the group again the way it used to be on the basis of the people that are active.
I agree.
And we go right back to that point where Mick said, the people that want to be active in Small Engine Nation need to put the effort in.
I agree. I totally agree. I mean,
And
we're there
we can
to help
support
them,
everybody.
right? But
But
I'm not going to do all the work. Craig's not going to
You
do all
can't.
the work.
You can walk a horse. You can walk a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right?
Exactly. Thank
Ed
you.
has been a heavy lifter in support of the group.
Yes, he has. He's
and
awesome too. I love.
He's done a ton of work, but at some point, Ed's going to want to do Ed stuff. He
Look
doesn't
at
want to do
that
other
guy over there.
Right. Right.
Ed's like a rock. I mean, you can count on him 99% of the time.
I love
Yeah,
it.
you'll be hanging on a panel talking to yourself.
He even, hey, when you left and you lost signal, he even was up there singing on your screen. And when you flew back, I said, "Hey, Nate, do the dance."
Oh, that's
That
because
was
my
lip
phone
syncing.
died. My phone died, so I had to run back to the studio and get set up back in the studio.
I mean, it's all about structure, and
That was
when
all
I
lip
do a
syncing.
li-
And
when-
having fun too as you do it.
definitely when I do a live stream, and that's one reason why I only now go live really once a week, is because I like to have content for my live. So the first half an hour, I like to talk about what I bought in, what I have fixed, get the temptation. So when I talk that whole mower up, so let's hear it fire up. And I said, what makes you think for 1 minute it's running? You got to check the video out in 2 weeks' time to see
Right.
to see that.
Last
So-
Saturday, I did my live stream and came up at the end. That was the best 10 minutes of the live stream that we all had. All right.
Yeah.
And he was working on his buddy's truck with the blowtorch.
Yeah.
and he had the volume off. All we've been watching is Ed cutting the bottom of this car. Next, we see smoke. Then we see everybody running around. They're all looking for a hose or a fire extinguisher.
Oh my God.
The metal that he's cutting caught on fire.
Oh shit.
And then it was the funniest part of the video, the live stream.
That's one more thing I want to mention. Now that spring's coming on and everybody's going to be more active on their toys, equipment, whatever. Guys, remember, safety first. We do not want nobody getting hurt.
I'm getting a
You hear
brand
that, Nick? Said safety third.
I'm getting
I
a
don't
brand new
like
pair.
That means
I'll boot you right off here now.
I've already ordered my safety flip flops for this summer. They're on order.
Yeah, I hope that Nate's got his safety welding shoes too.
Yeah.
It's also saying, Lucky, don't go break another leg.
Yep, no more breaking bones.
Safety first. That's small education.
What's up, Barnyard?
Oh yeah, you're one of the people we wanted to talk to. Can you get up on the paddle or no? Give him a wrench.
Or a wrench.
They're
Don't hit him
on
in
a
the
wrench.
head.
I talked to Boneyard today on the phone. He helped me get my starter working on my motorbike.
Boneyard, we want you to do live streams as backup.
If he's willing to go up on a panel, I'm willing to go into the
No,
chat.
I can't. He can't come up. I'll talk to him. We want you to do backup for live streams. And you said you can't do it because you don't have your 1K, but you can do it on your iPad, which
We
you
just
have.
need to get the tools for you to be able to do it.
And Craig says if you would email him, he will help you with that and we'll send you the tool so you can do it. So,
So
you.
why is he saying he can't go live?
Because he doesn't have 1K and he's using an iPad and he's not familiar with the way to work around the iPad.
Okay.
There is a way to do it, but you just have to be familiar with how to use the tools to do it.
So if you would email Craig, write this down. C, they're all in lower caps.
I'll just type
Durbin.
it in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. So write it down.
Type it in the chat and delete it.
Now, is Boneyard
It's
Keep
there.
on saying having air. Like I said, if you would email Craig, he'll help you through that so we could get you so you could do backup lives. So right there's the
I'll tell you
email.
what we can also do as well, Kathy.
Yes.
I don't know whether you're aware, but we could do some training on StreamYard because there's nothing worse.
That's a good thing too. Yeah.
I know Tampa boys were doing a stream just a little while ago, and everyone was trying to help him get the right camera angle or the picture
Right.
thing. Did you know that you can go into StreamYard, go onto past streams, into more, and re-access an old stream that is now dead? No
Yep.
one on YouTube knows you're live.
Craig does. I don't do that. He says
You can then share the screen and show these newer people or the other people, the other people, on how to run the banners, how to run the ticker tapes, how to share the screen. You can show people how to do that at your own leisure.
I think my live streams, it's just from now on out, when I do my live streams, I think that we're just going to make it as a small engine nation chat like we're doing now every week to catch up. How's
Yeah,
that?
This is
cool.
that's the way it
And
used to
give
be.
people information as they need it and have the same paddle up here, if possible, for the
Yeah.
people that are experienced in doing certain things, or if they have problems working on something, we can discuss that.
Yep.
So that's what
That's the way it used to be.
doing.
Small Engine Nation used to be live every particular time.
Right.
Everybody got together, and that's what I missed. That's what I enjoyed. That's what got me into the Small Engine Nation. And it's
Right.
Yeah, and that's coming back.
up
So
here,
that's what I'm
everybody.
doing on my Saturdays. It'll be me and Craig Saturdays, either my channel. Last week we did it on his for my Saturday or Sunday. So this week I did it on mine. So next week it'll be on his. So that's
Hey,
what
Mick,
we're gonna do.
you don't have to use one of your old StreamYards. You can start a new one and
Yeah.
just invite who you want to. If you and I want to live stream together, just chat. You can start a new one. I can invite you, and it's live, like a video call.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
and it's just good tuition for people that are maybe a bit nervous going live, even for the first time.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue of going
You can take that email down.
I don't
So
care.
just email Craig.
Your-
Let us know what's going on, and Craig will get a hold of you. He can walk you through it, or you guys can get out the phone together. He'll help you.
Yeah, we'll
Me and
sort it out.
computer stuff does get along. See, that's another issue I brought up. A lot of people aren't familiar with computers, and they're afraid they're going to do something wrong, and it's going to blow up.
Hell yeah.
So
We could sort that out, Boneyard, and we'd be happy to help you get that so you can go live. It's just a little bit of a workaround, but it's not impossible.
right,
So
because we need backups, so that will make 3 backups.
Now, I have a question. My email I put up on Hangout. Now, everybody comments on that, okay? That my email is going to eventually disappear. Is there a way that we could just either keep on reposting that email, or is that something that we could be able to keep where people will be able to see that at all times?
what I would say, Lucky, is to repost it, maybe once a day, throw that post in there. Hey, I need to get active members of Small Engine Nation to send me their channel info.
Yep.
Email me at Mike,
Yep.
and do that maybe once a day, and then possibly just throw up a 3-minute video. Say, Small Engine Nation, we want to do a credit roll, so please email me and give me the channel information so that I can compile something in my editor, and we'll see where that goes.
And there's Craig's email if you need it, Lucky. I don't know if you
Well, I
need
think
mine or
Lucky's get a hold
not.
of me.
You don't need mine, do you?
I think he has-
No, because I know you.
Okay,
I know like Ed's channel name. I know Mix and
okay.
yeah, I know all that.
Add them all to the list.
There's a lot of newer people that are not aware of who's who.
I know, I don't either, so.
What are them two up to down there? It's just car. What are you up to?
King and Queen mini bike.
Yeah.
They're gonna have his and hers.
Nate just needs
I'm
that
here-
shirt. The
I'm
shirt.
here for entertainment purposes only.
Well, we're not doing it right. Hang on, let us fix it.
Thank God, if you're there for entertainment, let's see it
Okay.
now.
Now,
All right, do it all over again. Retake.
Nate,
Straight now.
we want to see the Nike burnout. Can we see the Nike burnout, Nate?
Come on. Hey, there's no tire at the rear end of that.
Oh, it's a 2-seater. We're gonna get the
Good
double.
looks, Tony.
Woohoo! Hang on tight. We'll probably pop a wheelie. Oh, God dang. Get him back.
He drives too crazy. She said, "I'm out of here."
Oh, look at that seat. It tips up and down.
Yeah, that's a recliner.
Oh, my God.
That's in case she's like giving him shit. He can just stand up a little bit. And she goes right off the back.
Or he can stand up and flies off the back.
They do make special T-shirts for the guys.
I've got to go. 11:30. Meant to do for
Yeah,
Riley
we're
Point.
going to have that out
I've
because
got to
it's still live. We still need to eat. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
No
Love
worries.
you guys.
Catch
See
you
you
later.
Whatever. Ed Snacks, be over there if you can.
All right,
Hey.
everybody, don't forget, Small Engine Nation family, you do have to go on Hangouts. I need your information for your YouTube, correct spelling for your YouTube channel. Email me as soon as you can. I'd like to get this done within a month and a half.
Hey, Lucky, I emailed you. Email me back your address. I'm gonna start sending these stickers out.
Will do.
Thank you guys for joining us on the panel. Thank you everybody in the chat for joining us in the live stream. And we will see you all the next one.
Hey,
See you at it.
it's live. Next.
Bye.
Later,
Have a
guys.
good one. Be safe. Hey, Nate.
What happened?
What happened? We're ending it.
We'll see
We're
you
gonna
later, brother.
eat.
We'll see you over the edge.
We're going over to Ed's after we eat. He starts,
What
I think,
time
at
is-
7.
what time?
I think he
7?
said 7, but he might start earlier. Who knows?
Okie dokie.
All right. You take care. Love you guys.
Love you too.
See ya.
Hang up the phone.